We're just gonna go.
Wait, I haven't got alcohol on me. Hold on.
And hello, internet. Welcome to the Dungeon Dwellers channel. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook, and hello, Twitch. That reminds me.
Hi, Mark Zuckerberg.
I should probably make sure we have the right title on the YouTube page. Anyway, before we get started, for those of you on our Facebook page, I would like to state that this is an adult channel. We use adult language, and sometimes there are adult topics that come up in our games. So don't let your kids watch our show. And if they are, don't blame us for their shitty-ass language.
I mean, totally let your kids watch our show. Just
don't blame us when they start cussing you out. With that said, if
you're American, you suddenly hear them start saying English words. That's not my fault.
Yeah, okay.
Broadens their vocabulary.
That's one way to put it.
Not with my language, it doesn't.
So I'm having audio issues, at least some. So if can you guys out there in internet land hear us? Everything fine?
Testing.
You sound fine on stream, Josh.
I sound fine on stream. What about everyone else?
I don't know.
Great.
Devil Dog says he can't hear us at all.
All right.
But Nightsteed, we can trust.
It's cool. Jandar is going to die a slow, painful death. All right. So last week, the diplomats plus Sawyer got out of the Shadowfell, having completed all of their trials and their individual trials and defeating the Skull Lord. They Twitch chat. They appeased the Raven Queen, essentially giving her what she wanted, and she returned the Star Singer to them, and they were able to then leave the Shadowfell. However, not without losing a piece of themselves first. Different aspects of their personality were stripped from them, changing them a bit.
Just a little bit.
And it's a short time after they've kind of recovered from that. I can't hear it because my audio's screwed up.
Damn it.
I mean, that's funny because technical issues. Yeah, so, and we are on milestone levels, so as a result of them essentially defeating the Skull Lord and retrieving the Star Singer for the village of Carnwood, they are now level 8. Jowsy, holy cow. I'm glad to have you back.
He also joined us on Facebook for a bit, too.
Oh, well. That is cool. I'm glad to have people watching us on any platform we stream on, so...
Yay.
And YouTube.
And YouTube, and all of the places. I do, before we get started, want to thank our sponsor, Red Crow Publishing, for the cool map that you see on your screen right now. They made that. They're still working on the rest of our world map. and I can't wait to see more. So yeah. Link down below to their page, and Amaike has she's also made some maps for us. Link to her Patreon is down below as well. You can check her out. She's really awesome. And we are gonna get started. Fade to black intro. We don't have one. So we pick up with the party still in Carnwood, I do believe. You guys are still there at the house, at Sawyer's house, if I remember correctly, or around there.
I think we ended at the bar.
Oh, you were at the bar. See, this is what happens when I don't just watch the last 5 minutes of the episode. So you're at the bar in Carnwood.
I can pull up my notes. Hold on.
And you were trying to figure out what it is you're going to be doing next. Leave the ball in your court.
So we're all still in the bar. Okay. Have I returned from getting my flowers?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And Sawyer was passed out?
Yes.
Is that...
It's been a very long day.
Upon walking back into the bar, seeing Sawyer passed out, where is Clara?
I think last time Sawyer was trying to talk to me, but then he walked away or got more drunk.
Oh, your sound cut out.
Yep.
Can't hear you. Like it was working and then it just stopped.
Everybody with the audio issues today.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
There we go. Been funny.
Yeah,
for
we
a
just
bit.
Cut out again. What happened?
Wait. I think it's just lagging now.
What, her audio or?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Oh, it is lagging.
It is lagging.
Oh no.
This is going to a great start.
Welcome to Dungeon Dwellers. We have tech issues all the damn time.
Speak for yourself.
Any better? Any worse? Is it my internet?
I think
No,
I think
you're
it's
fine now.
fine now.
Seems okay.
Okay, so last thing I heard you say was she was trying to talk to Sawyer and then it cut out.
Sawyer was trying to talk to her.
Or yeah, okay.
She got paid. Got drunk.
Jowsy,
and then
what are you doing? Oh my god. Dude, thank you so much.
Stop it!
Oh.
Thank you so much for the $50.
Wow.
Wow,
Thank you. We love you. We really do. That is incredible. There's a list of things down below. Tell me what you want.
So Clara got paid.
Yes.
So she's rolling in the dough. Where's Clipper?
I turned into a raven and flew off.
Oh, that's right, with your fancy new cape. And where's Jandar?
I am at the barracks putting away this crappy scale mail and putting on some new plate.
So you're not in the bar.
Not at the moment, no.
Okay. Crap, you were the one I was gonna go talk to. So I'm gonna walk up to Sawyer at the table where he's passed out and like poke him in the shoulder very firmly. Sawyer? Sawyer? Hello? You awake? Hello?
Well, I'm not dead.
Okay, well, maybe we should head back to the house and figure out what we're doing. I don't think you should just sleep here.
Why not? Good a place as any.
No, it's really not. There are several people here. I mean, your things are not safe. I don't know these people.
None of these people would dare fuck with me.
You want to sleep in a stool in a bar drooling on yourself.
Yes.
See, this is one of those moments where introspectively, I feel like I should probably know that maybe I should not let you sit here, but you're telling me you want to sit here, and that's like observationally, like that's what you're saying. And so I want to take it as truth. And I have no way of figuring out which one is real. So I would really appreciate it if you would tell me which one you would actually prefer, because I don't know what you're saying.
Well, remember that moment when I was sleeping in the bar,
Right now?
and then I wasn't sleeping in the bar, and then I said to you I wanted to go back to sleeping in the bar.
But it's a bar. She's like looking around for anyone.
I'll go over to Zombie. Yeah, he's just like in a not a really great mood right now. So ma'am, we should probably just go ourselves and just leave him.
Oh, and that's appropriate. Like that would okay. Yes, I think we should do that then, since Clipper has gone flying, and I don't know where Jandar is. So, yeah. Do you want to return to his house? I have something there I want to do anyway.
You don't think you don't think he'd mind? You know what? He seems like he won't mind for a whole while. Yeah, no, I think that makes sense.
Okay, let's go. And she's gonna gather her stuff and walk with Clara out back to Sawyer's house.
Do I see these two leaving?
Make a perception check.
1 moment, please. Skills, perception. I'm not proficient in perception.
Yeah, it's not difficult. They're not trying to hide or anything.
Okay. I guess I'll fly behind them. I'm still a raven as long as the light allows it.
Are you trying to be stealthy?
No. Not particularly.
Zalbia immediately notices. I'm not even gonna make a roll for it. Because your passive
Surprise
perception is ridiculous.
Oh, hey, there you are, Clipper. I see you're enjoying your new trick there. That's quite interesting.
Is she carrying her staff?
Mhm.
I'm gonna land on the hook part.
Aw, that makes me think of Urgos.
Oh yeah, whoops.
I'll look up at you and say, "Oh, I think Urgos would be honored that you've taken his position for now." And then she's gonna keep walking. Ah. And do we get to his house? Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long. Who all's going? Just the three of you?
I think
Okay.
so.
Okay, and that's where you're sleeping for the night?
Yes, but I'd like to do something before we go to sleep. Okay. So I want to take the flowers that I got from the really, 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 really old lady and
Mm-hmm.
put them on the gravesite of Sawyer's wife and daughter. And then if there's any like debris or obvious like dead plants or anything that should not be there, I'm gonna clear it away and clean it up first, and then put those on there, and then go inside.
Okay.
Craft them to make them look even cooler.
Ah, what a lovely touch! Thank you, Clara.
You see, I used to tend my family's garden, so I had offered to like help like fix this place up before, but Sawyer didn't really seem amenable to that. But this way, he doesn't have to know it was me.
Ah, well, he seemed open to the idea recently, so I just wanted to like give it a little nudge, and I'm hoping maybe we can gently help him later, and I think it would be good.
I mean, I think flowers in nature are like always good for everyone. So, yeah, no, I agree. I mean, I think it'll probably be very soothing for his soul.
Excellent. Glad you agree. Should we go back in and maybe get some actual rest?
We can. It seems a little weird to be spending the night in a place that like people died. So I think I'm okay with like staying maybe outside
Oh,
and camping.
well, if that would
Less bad vibes in the place, you know?
scientifically speaking, when someone dies, all that's left behind is the organic material that they were built with initially, and that
Their
was not kept
energy.
in this area. It's out there. So theoretically, if you were sleeping outside, you would actually be closer to where they are than in here.
Point of someone's demise, energy comes out from them and leaves an everlasting mark on the very spot on which they died. Now, depending on what kind of person they were, that could be a good thing, which apparently these people were good, but the manner of their death makes a huge difference on that. And it sounds like it was a bad death. So, vibrations and bad for your health to stay inside. That's why I've stayed outside this entire time.
Vibrations are bad for you.
There are bad and then there are good. There are bad ones in here.
So if I was to get a tuning fork and just like bang it randomly, would that be a good vibration or a bad vibration?
Kinds of forces that are being enacted upon the tuning fork beyond those of which you're banging it.
I feel like there's potential here for some good research. Can I pick your
And it
brain on
has,
this later?
oh, of course. I mean, we have lots of combined research to do together. I mean, you might just find your way into my second edition book.
Oh my goodness, we would be like co-authors. We could have, oh my gosh, the collaboration. Oh, I would be honored. We definitely need to do this. Like you need to come back to my classroom and my office. I could show you all of the, oh yes, this has to happen soon. Yes, yes. Do you have an editor?
I used to have a really good beta reader, but they have kind of gone missing. So, no.
Did they go missing because of bad vibrations?
I wasn't really around and asked them, but it's possible. It's possible. It's also possible that there were some other things out of whack. You know, their last set of comments I really didn't take very kindly to, so it's possible that this was a long time coming.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. Well, I, I'm still gonna sleep inside, but
Ma'am,
uh, I guess if if you feel any vibrations or I, yeah, I don't. My
oh,
brain hasn't time to process this. I need to write this down. But I guess I hope you'll be safe outside. Will you stay close to the house at least?
I am very skilled, ma'am, at making keeping myself safe and finding comfort in the wild.
Okay. Okay. And I'm just gonna like keep saying okay and like back up a step at a time into the house. It's like
Bad vibrations bite, ma'am. Good night.
good good night. And then when I find a place to sleep inside, I'm like looking for signs of vibrations, like I'm observing the place anew for the first time again, like with this information. Yes.
Okay. What are the rest of you doing?
Clipper's gonna go sleep in a tree.
Okay.
It sounds so simple.
As per usual.
All right. Jandar.
Yes, sir. I am probably going to just stay in the barracks and then wake up in the morning and find the group because we said we'd meet at the bar.
Okay. Easy enough. Nothing strange happens in the night. It's actually pretty peaceful.
Yay.
Can't hear you.
No more exhaustion.
Yes, if you had exhaustion, a level of exhaustion at all. Oh wait, you only have exhaustion 1 now.
Can I roll for charges?
Yeah.
Oh, if only I wasn't capped.
um. Jandar, you wake up in the morning, you make your way to the bar. Sawyer is there on a stool still, passed out. He does have a blanket wrapped around him.
I think I'm gonna go and grab one of my fellow guardsmen and take him to the drunk tank.
You can certainly try.
But
Especially when connection is lost.
Yes.
Yeah, you can certainly try. So you go and you grab one of your fellow guardsmen. We'll call him Al.
Or dead. Either one works.
We'll call him
Great
Al.
Elvish name.
You mean
Sorry.
Aophel? What? Sorry, throwback. Way back. And he walks into the bar with you.
Two guards walk into a bar.
Do you put hands on him? I mean, how are you doing this?
I'm gonna shake him a little bit, see if he wakes up.
Sawyer, make a Constitution check with disadvantage because you have exhaustion.
Yeah,
He doesn't wake up.
Okay, so then we'll grab him and haul him to the drunk tank, leaving the door unlocked.
Okay.
And I'll sit and wait for him to sober up.
Do you take any of his possessions off of him?
As soon as he grabs me, there'll be issues.
Well, you're completely passed out. You don't even notice.
Oh, okay, cool. Go for it.
Yeah. You rolled a 1, man.
That's fine. I didn't know if that was a to wake up or what I noticed. So that's fine.
That was a wake up. Yeah. Okay, so you take him to the drunk tank. Al helps you carry him over there. And you leave.
I'm not taking any of his weapons, any of his gear. I'm just putting him in the drunk tank.
Okay. And you leave the door unlocked. Do you leave it like cracked at all, or?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna leave it cracked.
Okay,
but,
so he'll be able to notice. Okay.
And then I'll make sure I leave a bottle of beer or a pint of beer on the bench next to him so that he doesn't knock it off if he ever rolls over.
Okay.
And then I'll sit outside the cell waiting for him to come around.
All right. Too easy. The other 3 of you, what are you doing?
What a lovely morning. And I'll get up and walk outside and see if the other 2 are around.
You hear the sounds
I've woken
of
up early.
chirping.
I'm sorry, what?
Go ahead.
Saying if you would have woken up early.
Me?
Either one. I would wake up like soon as the sun is like rising. and like clear my little campsite. Depending on what time you would have woken up, I'd be awake or not.
I don't know. I think Zelbia would wake up early, but not like butt crack of dawn. Just average time, I guess. I don't know.
8 o'clock it is.
Sure. Go with that.
Like starting on like a campfire and like making some breakfast.
That
Basically
smells
warming up some of that
wonderful.
toast.
The what?
Your audio's cutting
Elven
out.
bread that
Oh,
elven bread to make toast. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Do you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
I will follow the scent of toast out to the campfire and find a tree stump to sit on nearby or a rock or whatever is close.
Morning, ma'am.
Morning, Clara.
I'll
Do you-
float down
do-
on my broom.
Sure.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hope you have woken to feeling all of the positivity that you can extract from this. But so much potential.
I can't speak for Clipper, but I feel as though I have adequate sleep to be at the peak of my mental capacity. Yes.
How are you feeling this morning?
Clipper?
Me?
Is that who
Oh,
you're
sorry.
talking to?
How are you this morning?
Good. Good.
Toast?
Is this the elven bread? It smells wonderful.
Yes. I've only taken some of the various things that I've sort of squirreled away in my pack that should have some additional good benefits for you. But I'm not going to tell you what those are. I just want you to know that I, as your employed and well-paid doctor, that I look to serve you to the very best of my abilities, ma'am and sir.
And friend. And she takes a big bite.
I haven't really had a lot of friends. And she'll just kind of just sit there and like do some deep breathing for a little bit and then bury her face in toast.
I take like a long pause mid-bite while she hyperventilates, just watching to make sure she doesn't die. And then when she's like, okay, I'm like, okay, finish eating.
Clipper
Kind of
pecks his toast.
Yeah.
Okay. So
We should probably go meet the others.
Yes, certainly. Perhaps Sawyer will have woken up feeling also the positivity that can be found in this morning and be in a better mood.
Sure. Yes. Let's hope so. What were you going to say, Josh? Sorry.
you make your way to town? Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. Again, pretty uneventful. It doesn't take you long. And once you get there and you get to the arranged meeting place, the errant breeze, you don't find any of your party members there. Sawyer's not there. Jandar's not there.
Can I make an investigation check to see if I can find out where they went?
You can make an investigation check.
Where'd they went?
Oh, +7 to investigation. Okay. After looking around for a bit, I'd imagine you would talk to some people in there, and they let you know that Jandar and one of the other guards carried Sawyer off to the barracks.
I will relay that information to Zalbia and Clara.
Oh. Well, maybe he convinced him not to sleep in the bar. I guess that's a good thing. I don't know. Maybe we should just wait here?
I am not familiar with the customs of or towns such as this in that way. So yes, I would like to stay here and not get in trouble.
What do you think, Clipper? Wait for him?
I can look.
Oh, if you want, sure. Do you want
Yeah.
us to come with you, or should we wait here?
Up to you.
I think you can be sneakier than we can. You can go check it out, and we'll wait here in case they come. Okay.
Be back later.
Just in case, and I'll can I like draw a craft like it's almost like a medallion of like nature plant stuff and give it to Clipper. This is a good luck charm that I think will serve you well.
Thank you.
Okay.
Does it have like a clasp or anything?
But no, it's like just like a thing of vines and twigs, like, you know, basically lots of little knots.
Okay. I will take it in my talon and walk towards the barracks.
Okay. You head out. Sawyer, roll me another Constitution check with disadvantage.
Yeah.
Double 18s. You slowly come to consciousness. You look around and you are not where you went to sleep at.
He wouldn't have a hangover because I gave him a hangover cure when we were talking, or he was talking at me drunk.
Correct.
Yeah.
You are not hungover.
Which is surprising. Cool. I like shoot up straight up in bed, like not knowing where I am.
You look around you and you are surrounded by iron bars. Make a. It would be a disadvantage because of the exhaustion, but make a perception check for me.
Oh, good, because I'm so good at those anyway. Oh boy! Oh, look at me go.
Jandar
Highest
is
perception.
no, okay, so a few things. Number one, there's a beer sitting next to you. Number two, the door to this cell is cracked open. And Jandar is sitting outside the cell on a bench, like across this like a hallway walkway in the. You look around and you're in like a holding cell.
I pick up the beer and like walk out the cell. I think we're really gonna have to negotiate you locking me up.
I didn't lock you up. The door was open, and I left you some liquor. I just brought you here so you were safe and nobody picked your pockets.
I check my pockets.
Everything's there.
See? I knew no one would fuck with me. Okay, I'm good. Let's go. Oh wait, are you coming? Or are you doing policeman things? Police elf, person, officer, stuff.
My shift just ended, so we can go.
Cool. Come on in, Hawaii 5-0. Let's go.
Okay.
We're to meet our party at the tavern. I can't ever remember the name of the tavern.
Errant Breeze.
The Errant Breeze.
Oh,
So
you,
I guess
you,
we
you
head
mean
that
the
direction.
tavern? The tavern I was happily sleeping in until I got moved.
Yes, that place.
Uh-huh. Do I bump into a bird looking like penguin person?
Yes, as a matter of fact, on your way back, you run into Clipper, who is heading towards the barracks.
Oh man, I was hoping he was gonna get lost. I mean, hi.
Hello.
Hello, Clipper.
Yeah.
I was sent to find you.
Yeah, that shit always gets weird. But yeah, that's fine. Found me, you did. Well done. Good job, buddy.
You're okay.
Uh-huh.
And I'll start walking back towards the tavern.
Okay.
I feel like he just doesn't care about me as much as he cares about everyone else. Maybe it's the tone in his voice. I don't know. And,
There's clearly bad vibes around here.
the sound of children screaming still affects me emotionally, so
Sorry.
if we could not have that.
Sorry. So you guys can hear stuff that people watching can't because I've got noise gates and filters on my mic. So unless somebody in this room is saying something, it's not gonna. My mic doesn't turn. It doesn't activate. So you guys are gonna hear stuff in my house that nobody else does.
Interesting.
Just ignore that. It's fine.
Okay, cool. That's fine. I just wanted everyone to be aware that
Ignore the screaming children.
We weren't very family friendly.
We are not. We are not family friendly, and that's why.
Alrighty, cool. Let's head to the bar.
Right, you guys get there. You guys, the two of you that are in, Clara and Zalbia, you see the other three of them walk in.
Good morning.
No.
Oh, did my hangover cure not work, sir?
No, it does. She's just really loud.
I feel like everyone reacts to my hello that way, except for Clipper.
I love your enthusiasm, ma'am. I appreciate your tone.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
I think
Unlike some people.
I think it's just sir who doesn't really like it.
Oh. That's a good point. Okay. In that case, I hope everyone had a wonderful morning and we had a wonderful breakfast, and Clara toasted the elven bread and it was delicious and you guys should try it sometime. It was so good. And yeah, I'm glad to see you all.
Was there bacon?
What?
Was there bacon?
No.
No,
No
I
bacon.
don't want to try it.
No sense of adventure. Anyway.
I
And
eat my
she,
bread toasted all the time.
Huh.
Do you eat it with bacon?
Yes, I do.
See, now you know why I wanted it with bacon.
You wanted it with bacon because Jandar wanted it with bacon?
No, because Janda understands how much better elven bread is with dead animal inside.
Anyway, did and I'm totally lost in thinking about that now. She's very distracted.
Would it taste the same? We're playing chicken and beef.
Did you guys want to discuss what we're going to do next? I feel like maybe since we're not entirely welcome here, we should consider moving on.
Yeah, that'd probably be a good idea.
Do we still have that huge map?
Me?
The map we bought at the bookstore. Did we buy that
Oh.
thing or did we not buy that? I don't remember.
I don't either. No, you
Mm,
just memorized it, didn't you?
Because you know, photographic memory.
Yeah.
Yep, you just memorized it.
Can I like draw an image of the bookstore?
A bookstore? Sure. Make a performance check.
I'm
I don't
not
even.
too
I don't
good.
even remember what I called the place.
I have it. Something silver.
Oh,
something.
Silverfish and bookworm. Or the
Yes.
bookworm and silverfish.
Yes. Performance check 19. Jeez. Yeah, you draw it. Nearly perfectly.
I don't know
That
where that is.
a valid point. This is, you remember, this is the store we stopped in to get the map on the way here. And the bookshop keep was also a Kenku. And that's a really good point because if I recall correctly, Jandar was looking for Kenku that he mistook Clipper for, that was possibly responsible for some murders. And I don't think Kenku are too common around these parts. So it might be worth investigating that. And Jandar also mentioned I may be able to use my connection at the college to recruit a diviner. Did I say it correctly?
Maybe.
Maybe I
Diviner?
said it correctly.
Yeah. The diviner.
Sounds right
Okay.
to me.
Diviner. I can recruit a diviner to come here and investigate Sawyer's house to see if we could gather more information about what may have happened to his family.
For the bad vibes.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you mean bad vibes?
Oh, Clara has this working theory of bad vibes versus good vibes and how they affect the overall people within them. And that's she didn't stay in your house last night because there were potentially bad vibes. And so we may be co-authoring a book together about said vibes and how they actually interact with both people and the overall environment to create outcomes.
Do you ever have one of those moments where you just sit there and think to yourself, I really wish I didn't ask that?
No, I've never had a moment like that. Anyway, so
Well, it
we could
looks like
get a
this.
diviner to pick up on the vibes to see if there's more information we could get about finding who's responsible.
Sure.
So there are two options that are both very worthwhile.
How long will it take us to get your dinner?
As long as it takes for me to get in contact with the college, I believe. Checking my notes.
Hey, while they're doing this, can I be stringing that medallion that Clara gave me?
Yes. Make a dexterity check.
The closest college nearby, if we walk, would take us about 2 months to get to. But we could also potentially use a transporter at the. Was it a spell? I don't remember.
This is a summoning circle.
There's a
Or
summoning
the
circle.
teleportation circle. Rather.
Yeah.
not exactly a summoning circle.
Teleportation. Yes.
Yeah.
Jowsey's
potentially-
summoning circle.
Yeah, that to get there quicker.
Okay, where is that?
Where is that?
You guys used one to get here.
It landed
Tom-
us. Let's see.
Was it in Thomas instead?
Uh-huh.
It wasn't those.
Oh, so it's back in the city
I'm
that
in the fancy part of the town. We went to the zombie.
That was the pub with the
Ah.
fighting.
So to get to the transport, we would go back to the same city that the bookstore is located in.
So that sounds like our plan.
Okay then.
Should we be concerned about there being a serial killer that needs to be arrested?
Well, I mean, while we're in the city doing the teleportation circle thingy, we can go and question the only other bird man person that exists. Because that's not profiling. And then, if that leads us nowhere, then we might as well just carry on with our merry band of digging up my past and making me relive things.
All right, then it's settled. Totally oblivious to that sarcastic remark. Do we need to do anything else here? Is there anything else you need to get from your home or anyone you need to say goodbye to or any last things we need to tie up here?
No.
Jandar?
Nothing that I know of. But I will be keeping an eye out for the suspicious figure that I was told about by my captain.
As long
Well-
as you've accepted that Clipper is not the bird you are looking for.
Oh my.
Wait. Potentially. There was a place that I heard.
The garden area?
It
is
before we leave, if you guys don't mind. I mean, I don't want to be an inconvenience.
Elibrin's Glade?
Agreed.
Yeah. Well, I would love to see it. I haven't been there, so let's go.
That's where you were to get the flowers.
Oh, okay. I have been there. I was there last night. There's a very
You're
interesting
good.
woman there, and she has very interesting things to say. I wouldn't mind seeing her again. She seemed like she'd been around for a very, 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 very long time. Oh, I didn't hear you. Sorry, you cut out.
A respected elder, then.
Yes, I would suspect so.
I know who you are speaking. Yes, she is the oldest of us here.
I enjoyed speaking with her. I feel like, in a weird way, talking with her was almost like reading a very rich and detailed book, but I didn't get to finish the book.
Reading that book will take you a long time to finish.
I mean, I don't really need to. I mean, I think it would be great to talk to her. I just thought that perhaps I needed to be there to, sit and think a bit and then move on.
Well, whatever you need to do, I would happily accompany you if you would like me to.
And certainly hit the road to go to our next destination. Sirs and ma'am.
Wait, what? I keep not hearing everything. I'm sorry. Next destination is all I caught.
Not just you.
Discord has a default noise gate on it. You might need to turn that down.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, because it's cutting out the beginning of your stuff, so that might be what it is, yeah.
Maybe I'm just not talking loud enough.
Yeah, pretty
Is
much.
that what-
Just,
Okay.
just start screaming.
Well, I mean, you can. I've got everything equalized, so no matter how loud you get, the audience will only hear it up to a certain point, and then it'll just, not be loud anymore.
Right. Well,
It'll blow my ears out, but other than that...
I need them. Okay, so I would just like to go to Elibrin's Glade and see if there is any sort of place that I feel is particularly druidic, nature, magic, not just magic, but religious. I'm trying. Basically, all I want to do is I want to sit down in a place and meditate for a bit and commune with my god, nature.
That is very easy.
So I will only need to do that until I feel satisfied or until something happens. That'll be it for me.
You can hear far off in the distance Sawyer having a piss against a tree.
Like,
can
no,
hear
I'm
that.
too into myself and my God and
Humans urinate an awful lot.
I mean, I did drink like legitimately 27 beer with no hangover yesterday. So, I mean,
I'll just pretend it's a waterfall while she's meditating.
Okay, you have your meditation. Takes like a good hour. And you guys wanted to head back to Thomas instead?
yeah, I guess.
That's the plan.
Okay.
Avoiding the human town village thing on the way.
Avoiding human town. All right.
Because that is not a place I want to be going back to.
Yeah. So who's taking point on the travels? Clipper knows the way because he memorized the map. He also knows the way because he's seen it. Jandar knows the way. He lives here. Sawyer, you know the way because you used to live here. So any one of you will get advantage on a survival check to not get lost.
It would just balance out for me, so
I'll
one of
lead.
you guys take it.
Okay, Jandar, go ahead. Start heading north.
By this point, I've put on my my new medallion.
Okay, yeah, you've got it. It's a little shoddy. The work that you've done to it is a little shoddy, but it's functional.
Functional is functional.
Jandar, you expertly lead the group through the wooded areas here and stay on the trail, avoiding Rivermead like Sawyer asked, and make your way to Thomas instead, coming back to the gate after a few hours of travel. There are 2 guards at the gate. Halt! Identify yourselves.
I'm like looking through my robes to find my
hear
official
thee,
papers.
hear ye. You have to view Sawyer and the diplomats.
What?
I'm sorry, who?
To announce them.
Still cutting out.
Can you? Okay, I was just hear ye, hear ye. Here's Sawyer and the diplomats.
Okay.
This is who you see in front of you.
When did this happen?
He looks off to the other.
Don't worry
other
about it.
guard.
Some of it.
Who?
Save the whole
Of
like.
their great deeds across the land. They are Sawyer and the diplomats, and they are such kind employees. They seek entrance into your fine city.
Somebody seems to have hit her with a very shitty silence spell.
Right. I'll
Someone
step
else
forward
talk.
and say,
Sorry.
I am
I
Jandar
heard almost all of
Oakenheel,
it.
City Watch of what town was that?
Karenwood.
Karenwood.
City Watch. I'm Jandar Oakenheel of the City Watch from Carenfield.
Wood.
Carenwood, yes.
And I
these
am
are my
Zalbia.
traveling companions.
Yes, and I am Zalbia. I am an tenured professor at the college, and here's my paperwork. I would like to access the college here, so
He looks the paperwork over, looks Jandar up and down, Yeah, okay, go on.
Thank you.
Everything checks out.
You're welcome. And then she walks in.
I will follow Zelvia. So I know my way to the bookstore, right?
Oh,
I
you're
think
back
we're
in
going to the bookstore first. Yeah.
bustling city of Thomas instead. Thing is pretty much the same way you left it.
It's probably a good thing.
Yep. Just changed. It is a rainy day. It's drizzling. It's not very heavy, but it is raining.
I will take out one of my little vials and try to catch the rain. I understand it's messy, but I'm just gonna keep walking and trying to like catch the raindrops.
Oh yeah, because that'll cure like the flu, right?
Actually, this is an important ingredient in my hangover cure.
Water.
Specifically,
Rainwater.
fresh rain water.
Make a dexterity check.
This particular, so it's not just fresh rainwater. It is actually also fresh rainwater that then becomes no longer fresh as it stays in my backpack for a bit, and then apparently then starts tasting a little bit like citrus, according to Barum.
As you're walking through the city explaining this and holding out your vial, you get like 4 drops the entire time you guys are walking to the Silverfish.
Excellent. 4 more drops than I had before. And I'll stop it and put it in my backpack.
So the rain is pinkish, right?
Yeah.
Before we get, or if we get to the bookstore before we go in, I want to like pause and stop everyone before we actually go in the door.
Okay, so you're standing outside the bookstore.
Perhaps because we're helping Jandar investigate some murders, we should let him do the questioning or take his lead on this, because I don't know what the protocol is here.
Unfortunately, neither do I.
That's okay. Last time I played a cop on one of our streams, it went really well. So I'll take it from here.
I don't know if that's bad.
Yeah, it'll be fine. I'll go through the door.
You break everything.
You go to push the door open, and the door is locked.
Ooh,
Is it time for the door to be open?
You look at the window, and there's a sign hanging in the door. And it says, "Closed for remodeling, open in 1 month."
I will cast knock on the door, on the lock.
Oh, if I remember correctly, knock makes a very loud noise.
A very loud noise that goes very far.
Like 300 feet, right?
300 feet.
And it'll open any non-magically locked.
A target that's, yeah, it says a target that's held shut by a mundane lock or that is stuck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. The object has multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked. If you choose a target that is shut with an arcane lock, the spell is suppressed for 10 minutes. So if it's an arcane lock, the spell goes away for 10 minutes.
Gotcha. Okay, so you cast knock on the door, and it shutters open with a loud bang.
I didn't do it.
It's not broken either.
I'll go through.
And you
Like a Scotsman on a hangover.
go through the door into this old, dust-filled bookstore. Piles of books everywhere, all of them with thick layers of dust on them.
Yeah, he looks like a master criminal. All these books to choose
Dust
from.
is thick in the air, even. What do you do?
I go to find like a back room or something.
Yeah, I'm going to look around for any hidden doors or secret entrances.
And I am observing in the thick layers of dust if there are any signs of footprints or movement or clues
Talon
as
prints?
to any sort of activity. Recent.
But I'm cleaning as I'm looking. Like I am like, I'll have like a rag out and I'm actually like just like scrubbing surfaces.
Okay. Yep. Investigation from Clipper. Investigation from really anybody who's going inside and looking for stuff.
Hey. Whoa.
Oh my god.
Oh dear.
You're not 20s.
Well, that's annoyed you a little bit.
Alrighty then.
Can't hide nothing from a cop, man.
Oh my god.
I still had the highest roll.
Yes, you do. All right.
Yeah, but there's 2 natural 20s.
So nearly
I need to clean more.
nearly simultaneously, Jandar, Clipper, and Clara. As you guys, you're all kind of in the similar area, and Clara's cleaning, and as she's Sawyer's like looking for a back room, and there's a rug that is like sitting in the middle of the main room where all the books are kept. And as Clara's cleaning, she pushes too hard through one of the book piles and hits a switch, and you guys hear a clicking noise behind Clipper and Jandar, and you turn around, and there's now a dip where that rug is. Like, the rug's still sitting on top of something, but there's a dip there in the middle of it now.
I'm just gonna pull the rug away.
There is an opened trap door.
Murder. Basement.
Okay, I'm leaning over to the side. He might be a murderer now.
So, like, trapdoor, as in, like, the door was a secret, or there's like a trap on the door.
No. Like the door is like it was like a it's one of those. It's still swinging, by the way.
Okay.
Is there a ladder?
There is no ladder.
Stairs. Are there stairs?
I cast
nothing
light
there.
on my tip of my staff and stick my staff down in there to see if I can see.
With the light, you can see that this is just a 15 by 15. All right, it's 15 by 15 shaft that just goes straight down.
I'm gonna cast
Out.
Mage Armor myself.
Out of the light's distance. Like, it goes further than your light can magically shine.
Okay. This is a reaction. So I can't
I am gonna cast Dark Vision on myself.
That seems like a new talent.
I'm gonna grab the rope in my
It
pack
is a new talent. I think that worked.
and secure one end
Okay.
to the most stable surface.
There are like support beams in the main room, so you can just tie it onto one of those. You do hear it hit the bottom. It's
I'm gonna
50 feet,
jump
right?
down.
100. I think it's
100
a 100-foot rope.
Jeez.
It's a long rope.
Nope, it's a 50-foot rope.
Okay. Yeah. It hits the bottom. You hear it.
I'm gonna jump down and cast Featherfall on myself, and as I do that, I'm gonna change my transmuter stone to be Dark Vision.
I'm gonna start going down the rope.
Okay. So Jandar starts climbing down. Clipper just jumps and starts falling really slowly. It's falling faster than you're climbing down the rope, but it doesn't look like he's gonna get
It would have been
hurt.
funny. Is that like in like Star Trek when Spock used the boots to go up the mountain?
Yeah.
It's like.
Now that reduces fall damage by how much?
Let's see, Featherfall. Where are you? Choose up to 5 fallen creatures within range. A falling creature's rate of descent slows to 60 feet per round until the spell ends. If the creature lands before the spell ends, it takes no falling damage and can land on its feet, and the spell ends for that creature. So I'm still falling 60 feet per 6 seconds.
You have dark vision, right?
Currently, yeah.
Okay. So
Falling
you
at 10 feet a second.
you hit the bottom, and your clawed feet sink into something. As you look down, it is clear to you that the floor is covered in a fleshy mass.
I'm gonna hop on my broom as soon as I see that, and just look up and say, "Careful!"
The closer you get to the bottom, the more and more you're able to see this. And those of you who are looking down the hole or in the hole, make perception checks for me. Clipper, you have advantage on this because you're like right there.
I'm actually going to be like looking. I'll have not gone down, and I'm at the top, and I'm going to be looking bookstore while everyone's going down first.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm also
I'm behind the
trying
counter
to-
stealing stuff.
I thought you had gone down. Okay.
Okay. We'll make an investigation check for me, Sawyer. This is with disadvantage because you have
'Cause I have
dark vision.
exhaustion, and it is a check. So, okay, so Jandar and Clipper, you guys see that amongst this mass of flesh, it's almost like a carpet for the floor has been made out of whatever this is, and as you're looking around, there are faces almost like they're looking up at you, but they're not. And as you look closer, you realize that they've been sewn into whatever this is.
It puts the lotion on.
All
Puts the
right,
lotion on its skin, or else it
we
gets
definitely
hose
need to
again.
find the owner of this shop so I can do one of two things: arrest him or kill him. I
We could.
preferably arrest because so he can stand trial for what he's done. But yeah, this definitely leads me to believe that he's the guilty one. I'm sorry, Clipper, for assuming it was you. Yeah, let's see if we can find this guy.
We can wait here.
And I'm gonna shout down because I'm just looking down the hole. I'm gonna shout down, assuming I can hear them. Told you so.
Going on? Oh, did they find something?
Corpses.
Corpses. Oh, corpses.
Face rug.
Is there any good loot down there?
A face rug? What do you mean a face rug? What does that mean?
Come
I have
on
to
down
come
and
look.
look. It's
Okay.
kind of
I'm climbing down.
weird, but
Jeez.
it's interesting.
Is there a path down there? Or is it literally just a hole full of dead people?
Make an investigation
what's-
check.
Can I look down here? Like, can I look around down here?
Yeah.
I'm intrigued.
There. You and your crazy rolls. Yes, there's another. As you
Why do
are,
I feel this is meant to come a little later in our session?
as you're looking around, you feel a breeze coming back at you. But as you're looking around, there's not like anywhere for it to come from, and you go and you put your hand, your claws, talons, whatever, like up against a wall, and your feathers are kind of like flapping in the wind.
Just how I like it.
Can I lock the front door?
Yes, you can.
And when I go, if has Clara gone down yet?
I'm going to be, and like looking to you.
I push her through the
for-
hole.
Push her in the
Um,
hole.
I'm gonna cast Featherfall as a reaction if I can see her falling down.
And I'd be willing to bet that I could probably see her falling, so I would move under to catch her.
You pushed her in the hole?
Okay.
Be fine.
Okay.
Can I
well,
see her
it's
falling?
it's
Use a
it's
spell
a
slot to save me.
It's a 45-foot drop. And Clipper, what's your passive perception?
11.
Yeah. You're
16.
you and Jandar, yeah, you're both able to hear her like yelp, and you look up and she is falling, and Clipper, as a reaction, you feather fall her,
Featherfall.
and
I did not have time for neurotic doctor
and
in a whole full of creepy stuff.
And I'd imagine
Jandar
that she
Jandar catches her,
flying
no
down
problem.
Zalbia.
Yeah, she zooms right past Zalbia, and then just at the last moment,
She's falling 10 feet a second.
well,
At the end.
yeah, at the end, you didn't notice until like she was 20 feet from the ground.
Did you jump, Clara?
I don't know what I did.
Sawyer?
Good catch. And then I'm gonna go down the step. Now, the way that the door was, it like a trap door where the doors closed downwards?
Yeah, they closed
Open
down.
Can I then put like the rug? Because I'm trying to. Can I like try and put the rug over the door, leaving the door open, but like just try and like cover it with the rug?
Yeah, it does sag a bit.
That's okay. It's there for just an illusion more than anything else.
Okay.
Is Sawyer
Yeah.
climbing down the rope?
Go ahead and go ahead and make a sleight of hand check for me, Sawyer. This is also a
Okay.
disadvantage.
And yes, I would be at the on the rope at this point because I'd have to be underneath the thing.
Okay. When I get
It's-
to the bottom of the rope, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I just want to point this out. It's going to be rather obvious because the rope is tied off around a support beam and it's leading underneath the
Oh
rug.
no, I have a plan for that. Don't worry.
I would have tied the rope to the bottom of the support beam.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still going to be... There's a rope coming out from underneath the rug, and there's going to be a bump over that.
No, I have a
is,
plan for that. I have a plan for that. Don't
Okay.
worry.
Okay.
So, that's my role.
You feel confident in the job you've done.
Cool. And then I'm going to, while I'm at the top of the rope and I got my hand outside of it, I'm going to cast Produce Flame and burn the rope away.
At the end?
So like I'm at the top of the tunnel still.
Mhm.
Just like put my hand out and just like do enough fire to like that it will just burn the rope.
Okay, well, the end of the rope is tied off 10 feet away where the support beam is.
Yeah, but I make fire. Fire travel along Kindle.
Roll percentage.
You're going to burn the whole bookstore down.
You can't
Roll-
see.
Roll a percentage. Yeah, you guys can't see anything now. The rug's covering everything. The only light coming through is from Zalbia's light spell and the small amount of light you can get.
I don't know if that's
through
good or
the-
bad.
The rope burns away and you begin to fall 45 feet down a hole.
Cool.
Did I make it to the end of the rope before he did that?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna say
I'd wait.
yes. I'm gonna say yeah.
I'd have
Okay.
waited.
Yeah.
So I'm going to stand there and wait for him to hit the ground.
Okay.
Ooh, sorry, I
gonna
don't have
take
any
about
first
3
level
steps
spell
to
slots
to
left.
the side so that he doesn't land on me.
Is okay. You take 17 points of fall damage.
Wow.
And then once he hits the ground, I am going to hit him repeatedly over the head with my staff and say, "Don't push people into holes and burn things down and make decisions. This is ridiculous. You are being absolutely reckless, and this is not your call to make. And what are you doing? And why are you? What the hell, Sawyer?" And she's just like, with every word, she's like whacking him in the shoulder and in the head.
I'm
It doesn't
trying
hurt
to-
you.
trying to hide the fact that we've been here, so if the murdering guy comes back, he won't know we're here.
And that's why you pushed Clara into a 50-foot hole.
I did not have enough patience to deal with Captain Neurotices while I was trying to push her to get her down here.
So
I
Zalbia is
thought that
like
we were
gonna
friends.
like start thunking him in the chest, and she actually gets like really serious and says, "If you continue to hurt other people for the sake of your impatience, I will not tolerate it."
She's fine.
Done talking. And then she's gonna go over to Clara and like wrap her arm around her with her rose and like just hug her.
What?
Are you okay? I'm so glad Clipper and Jandar were here to catch you.
Yeah, I mean, Flappy Bird caught you. It worked out just fine. I don't understand.
I, I just thought that, while I'm an employee of you, that, when you said friend, that it meant friend. And thank you, ma'am. I believe you. I'll have to understand where I stand with Sawyer now.
Clara, you may be Sawyer's employee, but you're not my employee. You're just my friend.
Thank you, ma'am.
You can call me Zelbia. You really don't have to call me ma'am. But if you want to call me ma'am, you can call me ma'am.
Thank you. And okay. Well, what am I standing on?
Oh my God! There are faces on the floor.
See, this is exactly what I was worried
Face
about.
rug.
I'm gonna offer Zelvia or Clara my broom, so she doesn't have to stand on the faces.
Oh,
And did I find anything significant with my investigation roll from earlier?
Yeah, wind coming through the wall.
Do I notice any switches or anything like that?
What'd you roll? 20. Yeah. You find a switch.
I'll check it for traps first.
It's okay. You find a loose brick that doesn't really pull out, but you can push it in. But if you're gonna check for traps, with a 23 investigation, I can tell you it's not trapped. You don't find anything. You push the brick in, and a section of the wall falls down. It looks like into a slot, and there's a 5-foot wide, 10-foot tall hallway in front of you.
Okay.
The walls.
I'll start walking down.
The
hallway.
walls are covered in faces, just like the floor is.
Are the face? Is it just faces or all body, like the whole skin? Just faces?
It looks okay. Have you ever seen? How do I want to describe this? Okay, so
is it like the Doctor Who, and she's like aging, and it's just like the face with the stretched out skin?
No. There's a version of the Joker where he's basically had his face cut off and then he stapled it back onto his head. Have you seen any of you guys seen that? Okay, it's essentially that. It's essentially that, but flat and on the walls.
And are they all humans, or are they like all?
It's really difficult to tell.
And am I picking up any magical vibes? Like, can I make an Arcana check to see if there's some familiar, creepy ass magic going on here?
Sure. Make an Arcana check. As you're looking down this hallway, in the.
Oh, fantastic.
There doesn't really seem to be any sort of magical connotation to this.
Oh.
Yeah,
I tried.
Doesn't seem like there's any sort of magic or rhyme or reason.
I guess I'll walk down the hallway after Jandar.
Okay, Jandar, Clipper.
I've never seen anything like this before.
Neither have I, but I've seen some weird shit in my time. But yeah, this pretty much takes the cake.
I think it's safe to say, whatever the reason is behind this, it's not rational, or something's really wrong here.
I mean, killing people and putting their faces on walls, where does that get from?
I wouldn't know any like sort of Kenku things that would be like applicable to this, would I?
Make a history check.
Can I do it with advantage?
For what reason?
Because I'm a Kenku.
Make a history check. A 15. Um. There is there is a, you don't remember the name of it, but there's an old Kinku deity of sorts. It's like a demigod, not really a true god, never ascended, but was close. That was just not necessarily evil, but it just thrived on pure chaos. And the more chaotic things were, the stronger it got.
Okay. Is this different from the deity, the Kenku worship that they betrayed? Essentially?
Yeah, it's a different entity.
Okay.
And you don't remember the name of this creature, whatever it is, but it just thrives on chaos, and you know that in the stories that have been passed down, sometimes people would corrupt the image of what this particular entity thrived on. More times than not, the entity itself could be classified as like chaotic neutral. It wasn't good or evil itself, but most of the things that tended to worship this and try to gain its favor were just pure evil.
Okay. I'm gonna keep that to myself for now.
Okay.
That's a lot to relay to the group.
It is, especially in bird talk.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Jandar and Clipper, you guys are heading down that hallway, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
All right. Is anybody going with them?
See, as long as it's not magic.
Follow. I'm on the broom, like floating above.
I'll follow
also
too.
go.
With my light.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I see? Is there enough light with her light for me to?
Oh yeah.
Do I recognize any of the faces on the floor or wall or whatever?
No. Even if some of them looked like vaguely familiar to you, they're so stretched and distorted that you wouldn't be able to tell who is who.
Cool. Girl has no
Um,
name. That's fine.
Yeah, and some of them you can kind of tell a race because of certain racial features, like a tiefling, for instance. The pointed fangs, and sometimes the tongue is still intact on these things and just hanging out of the mouth, and there's the red skin or blue skin for the tieflings. Occasionally you'll see what is obviously a dwarf, with the beard still intact. Guys,
And then as I walk down the corridor, I just accidentally like step on someone's nose and be like, shit.
it happens.
And then carry on.
You're walking down a corridor of faces, you're gonna step on a few noses.
I can't believe.
Sure. Do they just gooey?
At this point, yeah.
I can't
Is it like the
believe-
bone, or is it just the skin? Like, is it just like a mask?
It's it depends on the face. Sometimes
Okay.
it's more like a mask, sometimes there's bones and cartilage and stuff still intact.
Ugh. All right, so the end of this corridor
You walk a good 85 feet.
Dang.
And the closer you get down to the end of the hall, the more and more spread out the faces become.
Well, I don't know if that's good or bad.
And you get down to the end, and there's a door.
I will put my ear to the door and see if
I
I
will.
hear anything.
I'm gonna back up a few feet.
I have a
Pick up.
question.
Okay,
My flaw is gone. Is it supposed to be?
maybe.
Okay. That's all. Sorry.
Roll perception. You don't hear anything from the other side of the door.
All right. I will jiggle the knob, see if it's locked.
It's not.
Then I will open the door.
The door swings open. And you see in front of you another room. This one's smaller. And it looks like a study of sorts. Off to the left side, there's like a liquor cabinet, and then there's a desk. Off to the right side, there is a rack, an empty rack that would have held what looks like maybe like a weapon or two and some armor. And it looked like, looking through the room, there's some stuff on the floor. It looks like there is some documents that were left behind. It looks like things got packed up in a hurry.
All right. I will let everybody know that there is that it's clear as far as I can tell. And
Do
then
I see
will
documents
walk in.
over there? I'm gonna look at those. Yeah, I can go to the desk and look through the papers and books.
I'm
Okay.
gonna go to the liquor cabinet.
It is. It's pretty much empty. It looks like something just smashed almost everything in here to bits.
Almost.
There's a few bottles still intact. Zabia, go ahead and make an investigation check for me. And anybody else who's coming into the room, there is a fireplace on the far end.
I'll investigate the fireplace after taking one of the bottles of booze with me.
Okay. 14. And what are you looking at, Clipper?
I'm just investigating the room. I guess I'm checking, like,
Just in general?
yeah, I guess so.
Okay.
Seeing what I can find.
Sawyer, go ahead and give me an investigation check with disadvantage on the fireplace.
Yeah, man.
Maybe there's some evidence of murder.
Maybe.
I think we just walked over 80 feet.
I've watched enough Midsummer Murders to know. Check the fireplace.
Oh.
Well, lucky for you.
You should have let me sleep.
Well, lucky for you, what I'm about to tell you is not hard to notice.
Yay!
But we'll come back to that. Clipper, looking around the room, it definitely looks like somebody left in a hurry. There's there's two daggers that were just like knocked on the floor from the weapon rack and left there. Zalbia, you find like sketches of people. There's no names or anything, but you find like four different sketches of just faces. It looks like 2 elves, an orc, and a human.
Are
Well,
they,
a half orc. I'm sorry.
Are there like schematics involved with it, or is it just like a portrait type?
It just
thing?
looks like somebody drew their face.
I will keep them.
Okay. Jandar and Sawyer. The fireplace is still warm, but the fire's out.
Hmm.
Is there another way out of here?
I don't know.
Yo, cop man, look for another way out.
I'll now this fireplace has a flue going out, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna look up, see if I can see anything there.
There is light coming out the top, but it doesn't look like it doesn't look like it's like opening up out into the sky. There's light, and you're looking. It's probably like 40 or so feet. But you're looking up into another room of some sort.
How big is this flue? Is it big enough for all of us to climb up it one by one? Or is it small?
You could do it one at a time. It's large enough for you to fit through. But I would definitely need acrobatics checks and athletics checks from each of you.
Okay.
Can I?
Except for maybe
I'll let everybody-
Clara, who would just need to
I'll let
give me.
everybody know that there's something else in here. That there's like another room above this fireplace, and then I will continue to look in the fireplace for any kind of secret doors or hidden triggers to open said secret doors.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. You're not really seeing anything else. Nothing past the obvious.
Can I look for like hidden like levers or switches or buttons or anything like that too?
Sure. You as well. Nothing beyond the obvious what's in here. It seems from what you guys are looking at, it seems like somebody left in a hurry.
Is there anything of an arcane nature?
You can make an Arcana check.
Are there any books on a shelf?
Or there are no books on a shelf.
Maybe not arcane. I guess that's the wrong question. Is there anything that seems like it would be like evil, like something more of like my religious tint?
Make an investigation check and see what you can see, and see what you find, and then maybe depending on.
Mm-hmm.
No, you're looking for like religious symbols around the room. There's really nothing.
How long does it take me to cast Summon Familiar as a ritual?
An
10
hour.
minutes?
An hour. Yep.
Damn it. Okay. Never mind.
You also need the right components.
Yep.
I mean, I would cast it now, but I don't think we want to spend an hour in this room, so.
I thought the arcane focus eliminated any of your components.
Only if it doesn't have a cost.
Yeah.
Specific cost.
Yeah. If there's no cost
Roger that.
associated with it, it eliminates that. But if there is, then you have to have the components. Now, if the spell says that it consumes the components, then those are gone. But if it's like chromatic orb, for instance, it says it needs a diamond, but it doesn't say that it consumes the component, so you can just use the same diamond over and over.
And diamonds are really useful in this world.
They are. So, what are you guys doing?
I guess I'll look up the chimney. Or the flue, or whatever it is.
I'm going to examine all the walls to see if there's like some shit I can press.
Investigation check with disadvantage. And you too, Clipper. Just not with disadvantage. Looking up the flue.
Never mind.
You're looking up the flue into what looks like another room. It's hard to tell what kind of other room. It's about 40 feet up, and it's obvious that the flue doesn't open up into like a sky. It doesn't end where the roof is. It's ending
That's
in
weird
another
to me.
room.
I'm gonna cast levitate on myself and go
And-
up there.
Okay. So I don't need an athletics check from you, but it is a tight
As he
fit.
does, I'm gonna hand him a rope.
I'll take the rope.
Okay. So it is a tight fit, so make an acrobatics check for me. Not bad. It takes you a few minutes, because it is a tight fit for probably everyone here except for Clara. But you get to the top.
I only weigh 68 pounds.
You a medium creature, or are you small?
I'm medium.
It's a tight fit for you.
But like Sawyer's a medium creature too, and he's like probably a foot taller than Clipper.
Oh, I know. So you get to the top. What exactly? Just tell me what you're doing.
I'm just gonna go up there and look around, I guess.
Okay. So you levitate out of the flue and into this other room, and it looks to be the back room of a butcher's shop.
Sweeney Todd.
I swear to God, if he sings.
If there's anything solid I can tie the rope off onto, I'm gonna do that.
There's a big thick oak table sitting in the middle of the room with, it looks like gash marks in it, probably from
Butchering.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna tie the rope off to that.
Okay.
Do I need like a survival check or something?
Sure. Make me a survival check. Survive. The rope's tied off. It feels good.
I'm just gonna like call down like climb.
Well, time to go.
You guys can go one at a time. Just
I'll go up first.
so athletics check with advantage because you have a rope. And
I'm still levitating, by the way.
okay, and an acrobatics check to fit. To squeeze your body into this small flue. Okay. Again, it's a tight fit for you, but you're able to force your way through that with the rope. There are a few moments, Clipper, where Jandar's climbing up and you quickly look over as the table kind of scoots, but it doesn't go very far. It's a big table.
Okay. I mean, at the very least, it won't get
It's a
pulled down the
hefty table, I should say. It's not like overly large. It'll hold like an entire deer carcass.
I'm sure it has.
Or a large hog or something like that. A very large creature.
Zalbia will step in between Clara and Sawyer and encourage Clara to go first, and she's gonna watch, and then
I can't throw her up the chimney, can I?
Can I, like, because I think I have Clipper's broom. Is there a way for me to like hold on to it and like almost like Mary Poppins it?
She's Mary Poppins,
Yes.
y'all.
Yes.
Chim chimney, chim chimney.
You fly up the flue.
Yes. We got to sing the song.
All right. Zalbia, Sawyer.
Ladies first.
Thanks. I think. And she'll go or attempt anyway. We'll see how this goes.
Okay, athletics check with advantage. And an acrobatics check. To
With
squeeze.
advantage? Or
Not with advantage, just straight acrobatics. This is just to fit in the hole.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Yeah, it's times like these that I'm glad I took proficiency in acrobatics.
All right, and
Yeah,
you
I
make
have
it.
I have proficiency in that, but disadvantage.
Yeah, you make it up. No problem.
It's also times like these that I miss Cade, but
Sure.
all right.
Sawyer.
I'll
Can I
keep
make
my
athletics instead, just in case I roll super low?
All right. I'm sorry.
I'll
What?
keep my staff in the flue so he can see too with the light.
I got dark vision. I'm good.
Oh.
And I'll start pulling on the rope as he's climbing.
Right. So, athletics, with advantage, but with disadvantage. So a straight roll for you, and then also I need acrobatics, which
With
that one will
disadvantage,
be
right?
at disadvantage.
Oh dear. Well, let's do that one first, because that's the one that's going to go terribly.
Not
Hmm.
bad.
Eh,
Not bad.
and straight up.
Straight athletic.
Oh.
And no, that is a pass. Barely. That's a pass. The DC for all those rolls was 10. So you with Jandar's help, you are probably the one who has to squeeze in here the most. But after a couple of minutes of climbing and emptying your lungs so that you can fit, you squeeze through, and you guys are in what looks to be the back room of a butcher shop. You're instantly hit in the face with fumes of raw meat, fresh raw meat, that nice iron tinge, scent of blood in the air, and
So nothing new for me.
Nothing new for you. We're gonna go ahead and take our break, about 8:30. For those of you watching for the first time, around 8:30 Eastern time, we take a 5 to 10 minute break, and then we come back, and get things
Do it all
rolling
again.
again. Yep, we come back and do it all over again. So we'll be back shortly. If you like the map you see on the screen, you can thank our sponsor for that. You can find the link down below to their website, Red Crow Publishing. They're making our world map for us, and I could not be more grateful because Eric is awesome at this, and he's doing a wonderful job. Also got some character interviews, player interviews, of some of the characters. Tyler. So
You guys are gonna give me shit for this every day until I do it.
every day.
I mean, I can make it every day. It's been once a week so far, but I can make it
Yeah,
every day.
Every stream, I should say.
Yes. But yeah, we will be back in a few minutes. Hello. Hello. Ah, God. Audio check.
Save that technical difficulties tweet for
There
the
it is.
future.
Nope, we got it. Everything's cool. Everything's kosher. We're good to go. The stream's fine. Audio's great. Good to go. Hello, everybody. We are back. Have very curious thing happening right now in Thomas instead. Somebody's crackling.
That was me. Sorry, my headset came unplugged.
Okay, I forgive you this time. As you all are kind of walking around looking. Okay, never mind. You're looking around in this back room of this butcher's shop. Make perception checks for me.
Yes. Perception.
Dandar doesn't know anything. Flipper doesn't know anything. Sawyer, this will be a disadvantage for you.
Yeah.
All checks are a disadvantage for you right now. Strangely enough, you're one of the people that notice.
Hey.
So Zalbia, Clara, and Sawyer,
I'm too busy floating.
apparently. You guys hear outside shouting. A lot of people. There's a lot of people shouting.
Like a door in front of us now that we're in the.
Is there like a window?
It sounds like it's coming from outside. There's no window in here because the room feels cooler than where you were.
I'll whisper to Zabi. See, I told you, bad vibrations.
I'm beginning to think there's something to this.
I'm gonna
Guys,
try and like see if I can find a way to see what the noise is.
I mean, there's a
She's like-
door.
I'll check
she's
the door.
motioning to everybody to be quiet.
I'm gonna start investigating because I have no idea that there's anything happening.
But I'm flailing at you like, shh. That's what I'm saying. Like, guys, be quiet.
I'm going to investigate quietly.
Okay.
Why?
There are voices outside the door.
Bad vibrations.
I put my ear to the door and listen.
I'm picking up good vibrations.
You hear a lot of people shouting.
Anything in particular?
It's hard to make out from behind the door. It does sound like it's a bit of ways away, but you can't hear it. There's a lot of yelling.
Can I sneakily open the door like a smidgen and stick my ear out?
Yeah.
Is it
Make a
low light
perception
in
check
here?
for me? Yes.
Oh, I am bad.
It,
Oh, that's
it
my second nat
sounds-
20 I've dropped tonight.
Oh no. I'm gonna turn into a raven.
It sounds like people yelling to get buckets of water or yelling about a fire.
I close the door. Lock it. Yeah, don't worry about it. Let's keep investigating.
Insight check him.
Mm-hmm.
You don't believe them? Are you
I
trying?
also
Are you
went to
are you trying to hide that, Sawyer?
I mean, that's just what I've said.
Okay.
Can
Well, You don't believe him.
Can I go up to Jandar and be like, I know that this is like totally something that you do as like, a person of the law. So, and I'll touch him and cast guidance on him. So,
Mm.
and I can do that for like doing such things. Yes.
Mm-hmm. And what does that do?
He can roll a d4 on check of their choice.
Is it just one or?
A d4 and add the number. Yeah, it's just once. Then ends.
Okay. You feel better about your choices that you're about to make, Jandar?
It's not what I meant to
More
do.
confident.
Is there anything around the room other than the obvious butcher supplies that seems out of place or unusual that Zelvia would notice as far as being unrelated to what the hell ever is going on downstairs?
No. I mean,
Is there any,
there's some carcasses laying around, from various animals.
Is there another like back room or anything for this?
I mean, you guys are in the back room.
Okay, so it's just like the main shop.
Mhm.
This okay.
So the butcher shop is connected to the bookstore underground?
It appears that way.
Not for much longer.
Does anyone know who owns this shop?
Nope.
I'm afraid we didn't go to the butcher shop when we came here last.
Well,
Where
I think
exactly is the door to the front of the butcher shop?
It's where Sawyer was. But a moment ago.
Okay. So I'm gonna walk out that door.
Okay.
Are there any other like rooms or doors in here?
Ooh. One of you's trippy.
Tyler's
Check.
echoing.
Hello? Oh. Sorry. Are there any other rooms or doors in here?
It's just the one door that Sawyer kind of poked his ear out of.
Alright. Okay.
And then I just literally walked out.
Yes.
I'm still floating. Is there anything on the ceiling?
Nope.
Is there any like desk or safe or anything in here that we can check?
Not out. You mean like an office desk, like in that back room?
Cabinet, filing cabinet, a binder.
Not in here. No.
Is this
Okay.
does the door that goes out of this room, does it go outside or just does it go into another room in the building? Like
It goes into another room.
Okay.
Or anything suspicious? There's meat in here, right?
Uh-huh.
Suspicious about said meat.
You can look at it. Find out.
Yeah, I'll have my plague mask firmly on at this point. Like at some point through all of this, plague mask is back on, gloves are back on, taped.
What's tape?
Oh, you know what I mean? Like tied.
Okay. Yeah.
Like a hazmat suit.
Make a medicine check for me.
I just for shit's sake, I can re-roll it with that inspiration, yeah, or is it I add something to it?
You had a D10.
Yeah, you can add a D10.
Nope, that was a good use of that.
12. the meat on the table that is cut up that you're looking at, to you it's very obvious that this is not from the animals that are on the floor.
Okay. Normal marbling happening here for like steaks and cured meats and
Nope.
not normal.
Oh. It doesn't resemble like pork or deer or anything. With a 12, I can't really give you much.
I was gonna whisper, this meat here is probably poisoned. It's or gross or something. It's not healthy. It's not good. It's not right.
Can I
What?
check it out?
I'm gonna take a closer look too.
Me too.
Sure.
Do you want medicine or investigation?
Medicine.
Can I use survival to see if I know what type of meat it would be?
Oh, a nice clipper.
Thanks.
You. Yeah, I'll
can
let you.
use
I'll let you.
nature.
I'll let you roll survival for that.
Cool. Disadvantage anyway, so never mind.
Yeah. Clipper. This is definitely humanoid, some form or fashion.
I'm gonna look at it and point and say, "People."
Salvia's gonna like, okay, and take a step back.
Eh,
Jandar, you stepped into the other room.
That is correct.
You are in the front area of a butcher shop. You're like behind the counter.
I'm looking to see if the owner's here.
Lights are out. None of the indoor lanterns are lit or anything. There doesn't look to be anybody here.
Okay, I will look around to see if I can find any identification to who owns the place.
Make an investigation check. Eight.
I don't feel very guided.
You do find a sign. It's the sign to the building. It's Barnabas's Butcher and Boutique.
And boutique?
Yup.
Things that don't go together.
I'm writing.
But do they really?
Unless you're wearing their skins, I guess.
When Zalvia like steps back from the people body, she's gonna look and see Zendar walk out into that room and then follow out of curiosity and horror. And also look around the butcher shop and see if she notices anything.
I'm writing a
After
note
that.
to Zalvia.
Okay.
You're gonna what?
I'm writing a note to Zalvia.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So.
I sent it to you on Facebook.
Okay, so about the time Jandar finds the sign, hanging outside, it's about when you would walk into that room.
Oh, guiding. And I'm sorry, I totally didn't hear you, Josh. I was reading the message. I'm so sorry.
You walk into that front area for the butcher shop about the same time that Jandar is finding the sign,
The sign.
hanging outside. Yep.
Barnabas, huh? Barnabas. I think Barnabas and the Kenku and the bookstore obviously have a connection. Clipper thinks that Barnabas may be guiding him.
What do you mean guiding?
I'm not sure. I think maybe whoever Barnabas is using the Kenku in the bookstore to do some sort of bidding, or is using him to
Make weird
plan whatever
faces.
this is. Yeah.
Okay, so let's find Barnabas person.
So that means I have to make 2 arrests.
I just want to point out here, we're in a butcher shop with a storefront, which makes me think that there may be things being exchanged here as
Absolutely, I investigate.
So, and my
Never mind.
family were like involved in all kinds of business. And when you would say boutique, a lot of the times that would mean you were doing something specialized. So I agree with you, Salvia, that this is probably a very special shop.
yeah,
Do we know what this Barnabas guy looks like?
None of
That
you
was
know.
that was a
anything
deep
about-
intake of breath. Okay. I mean, there's 2 options. Either A, we can kind of wait here and see if someone comes back, or B, we can go to wait outside the bookshop and see if we can see like the owner check out the library. It's currently on fire.
You could find the guards.
I was just gonna say there could be a C. I mean, I can go to the city guard and
What, and just tell them we've got fairies and like a weird underground body shop thing with faces?
pretty much.
I mean, that shit could have been there by anyone. We didn't have any proof to link these 2 guys together, let alone link these 2 guys to anything that goes on downstairs. We got to the butcher shop climbing through a chimney.
Butcher shop chopping up humanoid parts.
Yeah, but how many city guards are going to be able to be a trained people person?
we did technically break into the bookshop.
Yes,
Yeah,
but I was here on official business, and you guys are my.
Don't say deputies. Don't say deputies. Don't say deputies.
My associates who are helping me.
I'm gonna look outside and like just look at the bookshop.
Oh, the bookshop. It is in a blaze of fire right now. The
I'm just gonna,
the 3-story building is engulfed in flames.
Oh,
And
I'm just gonna
you
point at
guys
the bookshop.
you guys are like
Go.
a complete half of a city block away from where you started.
What? Oh my God! The bookshop is on fire, Sawyer. It is
What?
burning down. There's
mean-
no evidence left of anything now.
well, I mean, there is in the underground tunnel.
She's just staring at you.
And also, yeah, my bad.
You're bad. You're bad.
The guards may now have reason
To investigate. You're right. Absolutely. Just remind them, be like, listen, man, you should check anywhere in there, like if for a basement in case of survivors and shit, and then be like, oh no, look, we had faces in the wall. You should probably investigate that.
I guess we could involve them. It is their city. If I don't want Clipper to get implicated in any of this. He was already the first suspect right off the bat for Jandar. I don't want that to happen again.
Well, that's fine. I mean, if the worst thing comes to the worst, Clipper, you can just pretend to be a bird now, apparently.
All right, I guess we should go tell somebody that this shop needs to be shut down, but I want to find out who Barnabas is. We need to figure that out.
Search the entire store
City
so far.
Watch should know.
I did. It came out with a big fat zero.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna roll investigation for the whole front too.
Yeah, thank you.
Can I get my broom back from Clara?
You may.
I'm gonna take my broom and I guess just like, yeah, I guess I'll investigate the shop.
I'm gonna look at the bottom of my shoe and see one of the faces that are on there. I'm like, oh shit! Peel it off and throw it out.
Looking around the shop, Zabia. This, aside from what is in the back room and like down below, the business here to you seems completely legit. There's at least for the store front and like all the records you find, everything seems to be on the up and up. Everything is completely 100% legitimate.
And no documents as far as like ledgers or receipts or.
Oh yeah, there's
anything that-
there's not necessarily receipts. They don't really do that. But he does have a ledger like 5 pounds meat sold, and he's got like the amount of gold that he took in for that special order.
Was there any large orders or any unusual like things that might seem like code or anything that would like stand out in the ledger as far as someone else we could investigate or is involved?
No, nothing like that. This person is very good at covering their tracks. Like, you know there's something wrong with this place. I mean, it's very obvious. And looking through the ledger and other records, whoever this Barnabas is very good at covering things up.
Oh, we need to put a stop to this. There are people out there right now eating.
Laughing.
I know, it drives me crazy too. And happiness every goddamn day.
Art does say smiles, so.
No, it says
Nah, but it also
it
says-
says when the DM smiles, it's too late.
Okay, I'm gonna go outside the shop as it appears like there's nothing here.
Okay.
Yep, same. Look for a guard or go to the guards or.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly on my broom over to the bookshop.
Dar.
It's on fire.
Whatever he got.
Do I see any people who look like Kiri? No, Kiri. Fuck.
Wow.
Clipper.
Wait, what?
Who?
Wow.
I know.
Do all
Well,
Kinky look
technically-
alike to you?
Technically, yes. And technically, you know, I mean, you know, I wouldn't be wrong in saying Kiri. Yeah, does anyone like? Am I seeing a Kenku looking like motherfucker?
Make a perception check.
Ah, god damn it! I'm gonna go to the disadvantage pile, and making perception checks. Well, at least that wasn't so bad.
You see no other Kinku except for
Cool. Barnabas?
Flipper.
Go for shot.
You're flying over to the bookshop, you said?
Yeah. I guess I'll see if I see the owner.
There are some city guards there who are being assisted by a handful of commoners from around the area who are just like throwing buckets of water on and around this to try to contain the fire.
I will help put fire out stuff.
Yeah, I'll offer my services from the air.
Okay. If you're gonna be helping to put the fire out, give me athletics checks.
I'm good at those.
Hey, that's fair play. At least you tried.
I'll be helping with the fire also.
Okay, athletics check for you as well. Flipper, as you're trying to
Man,
as you're trying to carry the broom and fly at the same time, carry the bucket and fly the broom at the same time, you get like 10 feet off the ground, and you're about to throw the contents of the bucket onto the side of the building, and you lose your grip on the broom and fall to the ground.
that's okay. I'm still levitating.
Can I? Oh, okay.
How long does that last?
10 minutes.
Oh. Jeez.
I'm not going to be helping with the fire. I'm going to be helping with any of the burns that people are receiving. It's been, like basically just being the medic on scene.
Okay. All right. So over the course of about an hour, you guys assisting the guards are able to contain said fire. It's still, the building ends up collapsing.
Think of all those poor books.
Don't remind Zarvia.
She's like standing there, just like mourning and grieving the loss. Such a wonderful building.
Once the fire's out, I'll like turn to like one of the guards and be like, "Oof! I hope no one was in there. Has anyone seen like the owner or family or anything?"
One of the guards turns to you and, no, you put the sign up yesterday.
Oh, so he's not. Okay, phew. I thought he like lived there. Like, holy shit, that would have been bad. Whew.
No, not that I know of.
Cool. He doesn't. I mean, do you know if he lives somewhere in town or if he's gone or like, do you know what's? I feel like someone should tell him his shop's not a shop anymore.
To be honest with you, we never really knew where he lived. We knew it wasn't in the city though.
Yeah. Oh well.
He'd always come through the gate every morning.
Yeah. Well.
Do you know his name?
I don't.
Oh.
Can't be bothered to learn the name of every single citizen.
I suppose I can understand that. It's such a loss of knowledge. As a representative of the college, I feel we should maybe help him rebuild his collection, or I don't know. I just wish I could contact him.
Well, why don't we see if there's anything that's tried to been saved? And I like start like just moving some of the
Rubble.
house rubble.
I mean,
yeah.
it's still smoldering.
I am.
So
Like,
you go in there and try to move stuff, you're gonna be taking damage.
Oh no,
Probably.
that's fine. I'll wait until it's cooled down then.
Well, that could be days. House fires take a long time to just burn out.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I've not been in a house fire.
Why don't you rage?
Because it will still require I take damage.
You'll take damage from the fire.
And every single check I do to get rid of the stuff would be at disadvantage, and therefore I would take more damage than normal. So no, Tyler, no. I'm gonna turn to the guy and be like, Well, that was an exciting way to come into town.
Well, you're new here.
Can I?
Yeah, we just we were just sort of passing through. I was
Thank
gonna
you.
pick up some meat from the butcher's, but he was closed, and obviously saw the fire and figured we'd just come and help. But hey, sorry we couldn't do more.
Which butcher?
Oh, whichever one was up the road was it Barnabas? Is that I didn't really see the name.
He
Yes,
looks
we find this.
he looks confused when you say the butcher shop down the street. Well, what do you mean?
Is that not a butcher's shop? No, it looked
Not
like a butcher's.
He looks down. I don't know what you're talking about.
The name
Butcher
that
shop?
says Barnabas is butcher and boutique thing.
Where is this?
I literally like pointed it right out to him.
He walks down the street.
See it? Do I turn around and see it?
See what?
The butcher store.
Yeah.
I'm gonna like lead the guard to the butcher
I mean,
shop. and just, like,
he walks and stops in front of where Sawyer
butchers.
was.
I feel like you're not seeing what I'm seeing, and this is really confusing me.
This is.
Can I
Do
go up?
do you need to go to the clinic?
I mean, probably, but not for not. Wait, what? What are you seeing?
Can I
This is
tug
the
on
orphanage. What
Salvius?
do you?
An orphanage?
It's clearly an orphanage.
the sign. Read it.
Just looks up. Candy's orphanage.
When I look up, what do I see the sign say?
Barnabas's butcher and boutique.
Okay, I turn to the guard and be like, my friend, I'm gonna let my medic look at you.
Is this guy okay?
Right as rain.
Can
I'm
I
just
can I
like-
tug on?
I'm like looking at his head and like in his eyes and stuff. Like
Clipper.
I'm gonna take his pulse.
Clipper.
You touch him and he immediately he grabs a hold of your arm and just twists it. He's essentially like putting your arm behind your back.
Can I make an acrobatics
You
check?
can make an acrobatics check against an opposed athletics check. So really cool.
Salvius wrote like was whatever Salvius wearing, and just be like,
That's a
ma'am,
natural
ma'am.
20.
Yes,
I
yes,
figured.
yes.
He got a nat 20, and immediately Clipper got his back behind his arm behind his back, and he's face first into the cobblestone.
Is it dim light here?
No.
That's not necessary. This is my apprentice. He was just he's still learning the cultural things about this city. Please excuse him. He didn't mean
Little
any harm.
doctor girl, fix Sparky with his eyes here.
And
Uh-huh.
she's gonna try and help Clipper up if the guard.
Oh,
will let
he's
her.
he's
Please.
got his knee on his back, holding him in place.
Could you please let my
No,
apprentice?
we're gonna sit here for a little while. Explain to me how this is a butcher shop.
Oh,
It is
okay.
not, clearly.
I'll open the door and I'll
She's
go into
gonna
the back room.
jab
I will grab a bit of
Sawyer
meat out.
with an elbow.
I will grab a bit of meat out the back and I will lob it in front of him. Come back out.
One at a
How many
time.
things you-
Please,
Absolutely.
excuse me.
I was gonna say I just heard kids in the background, so it must be an orphanage.
I certainly hope they're not Josh's kids in this orphanage.
I was just gonna, what I haven't got to say is I would
Yes.
tug on Zalvia and be like, ma'am, you know magic. You should probably this is weird.
I know. I'm trying to. If people would just stop getting in my way, I would like to perform some things here, Sawyer.
I totally didn't get in your way. I totally walked past you.
We're gonna have some words, sir.
With the staff.
Okay, I'm back. One at a time.
Well, in the 30 seconds to a minute it will take me to go in and grab a bit of meat. Let Zabia do her thing.
So Sawyer walks in, and
Just
the
give me 1
guard
second.
just still got his knee on Clipper's back.
Okay, so she's like trying to
Find her zen.
Somebody
Alright,
explain what is
so-
going on.
There is a magical element, I suspect, to what's going on here, which is why we are investigating. And I am a member of the college, and I can recognize that something more is going on. We were trying to alert you to this. Clipper is my apprentice, and he is trying to communicate with you about it. He meant no harm. Please let him up so that I can continue explaining to you what's going on.
Persuasion check.
As she's doing this, can I like? I have my broom, right? Well, whatever.
Okay.
Slowly lets his knee off of Clipper's back.
She's going to offer a hand to Clipper and help him up if he wants it.
I will take the assistance.
Ah, surprise meat attack.
Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna make an Arcana check.
Have you met our Lord and Savior? Not a real deer.
Chuck the meat at him.
Not like at him, but like right in front of him.
It lands at his feet.
Yeah, you're right. Something I totally expect to find in an orphanage or candy shop.
No.
Sir,
Name's Candy, not whatever. So
if you would humor me for just a moment.
he picks up the.
We found that in the back room. It is not from an animal. Don't lick things! Oh my god! What kind of research are you doing? It's not okay.
I'll go up to him.
Especially when he finds out what it is.
Tastes fine. A little gamey.
All right.
Clipper, do the voice.
I am going to roll Arcana to see if I can investigate, and if I don't, I'd like to lean I would like to lean down to Clara and say, perhaps you could cast Dispel Magic and see if we can remove whatever facade is going on here.
Would be a really good idea if I had Dispel Magic prepared.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Unless.
Arcana checks.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's not a ritual.
I'm gonna look at that meat that the guy's eating and just like.
He's not eating it. He just licked
Well,
it.
he licked it.
I will. Jenda, what's your survival? Because would you be better at trying to explain the meat, as in why it's not real meat?
It is real meat.
As in why it's not poultry?
I would.
Accepted me.
Why it's the other white meat?
I'm going to produce my City Watch patch and let this other City Watch guy know that I'm here on official business investigating murders from my town that led me here and
Carnwood.
to this shop where we found human remains being cut up, and that's what he is eating or licking.
Oh, don't forget the hallway with all the weird faces.
She's gonna, and she did the Arcana check to see if she can figure out anything more. This is why we don't lick things.
Still tastes fine.
With your Arcana check, suspect this is some sort of powerful illusion.
Would I know if something like Dispel Magic would potentially remove it or disturb it, or would I know a way to disturb the illusion so it would stop?
Dispel Magic could potentially work.
Okay,
Potentially.
potentially. I really think we need Clara's magic here to remove whatever this is. I can tell it's some sort of an illusionary magic, but I don't have anything I can use currently to disrupt it.
I can pray to get that spell.
Oh, yes. You should do that. Can I help in any way?
No, I don't think. Well, I'll think about it. Maybe like, maybe if you rub my shoulders while I'm praying, maybe that will give it.
What do you like? What do
some
you see?
special.
Like, what's the type of building that you're seeing?
She's gonna rub her shoulders.
It's an orphanage. See an orphanage.
Okay, how big is this orphanage?
Half of the block. There's kids running around and everything.
So, what's the size then of the building that I'm seeing in relation to what he's seeing?
It's like a corner butcher shop. It's
So
not
then, can I
big.
then safely assume then that perhaps the building next door is also part of the illusion, and therefore what I'm seeing may be different to what he's seeing?
Possibly.
Is
Cool.
there a building next
Can
door?
I knock down the door? Here's Johnny.
You go to like just the building next door?
Yep. So this is
Um,
part of the orphanage, and I'll be like, yeah, to the guard, like, this is part of the orphanage, right?
Yes.
Cool. And then try and open the door.
You reach out for the door. Make an acrobatics check to keep from falling down because there's nothing there to grab a hold of.
Interesting. So what do I see in that scenario?
It's just like a building that maybe somebody lives in or something.
Okay, so I still see a building's there. I just don't
Yeah.
see that. Oop, that's weird. That's not what I wanted. Acrobatics, you say, yeah?
Accurate, yeah. As you reach out for the doorknob, you lurch forward. There's nothing there, and you fall through the door, but the door doesn't go anywhere.
Do I see this happening? Like, do I
yeah, everybody sees this, and your feet are like hanging outside of the door, like through it. But for us, like, imagine it's like a person sticking their hand through a hologram.
So, like, while I'm lying on the floor, I'm just like, I bet this looks really weird to you. Like, I fell over. Totally didn't. I'm in a building that doesn't exist.
Clara can feel Zalbia shaking while she's rubbing her shoulders because she's laughing at the fact that Sawyer fell down.
The guard's just like slack jawed. He doesn't know what to think right now.
I'm just gonna say like, follow me, and like lead him into the butcher shop.
I will look at the guard and ask him where exactly his commander is.
I think we broke him.
We are the best investigators ever. We burnt down the crime scene.
It's gonna be.
Hey, focus! Focus!
What?
Where's the commander? Come on.
Yeah. Commander Cassius, he's gonna be in the probably in the castle. It's on the island.
Ooh,
You should sit down.
I'm gonna go grab the purchase orders, like essentially the invoices for the meat, and like just show them to the guard.
That's a good point, Clipper. That means all of the people that have come in here to purchase meat have known this is a butcher shop and not an orphanage, and so they have known that they have been purchasing black market meat.
I take that back. The barracks is actually towards the front of the city, where the gate is.
I'm gonna look at the sign and point and say boutique.
What?
So just out of curiosity, what is? You mentioned this place belongs to like a Candace person.
Yeah. Candy, she runs the orphanage. I don't.
Okay, what's she like? Is she an old spinster lady with like a big long nose and green fingers or something? Afraid of water?
No. No,
She might see if she can float or not.
so confused right now. I don't.
I meant the Wizard of Oz, but it's okay. You can go that far.
You can see him like at one point, like he's just kind of is like still like just in awe, slack jawed, not really understanding what's going on, and he just kind of like puts his hand out and pulls it back real fast.
It's just magic. It's not like
Oh, except for like the meat. That's not magic. That's people.
that's true. Good point.
Kid just ran through my hand.
Kid? Wait, what are you seeing right now?
The kids from the orphanage.
I'm gonna head to the barracks real quick. Tell these guys I'm gonna run and grab the commander and some other people.
Yeah. This is like almost entertaining.
Oh, okay. We'll stay here, Jandar, and wait for you to come back. We'll meet here.
Okay, can I get him like to walk what the length of the orphanage that he's seeing and like describe it as he's walking?
Yeah, he starts walking down.
And in the meantime,
down the
obviously, let
block.
me know what I'm seeing in real time as well. So I can...
It's strange because at first when he's describing this, you know, he's talking about the kids that are running around on the street from the orphanage, and he's like naming them off.
Mm-hmm.
And then as you go further down, he like his descriptions become more and more flimsy, and it's like, and this was part of the. This was part. He just like he puts his hand out to a brick wall that you can see, but his hand goes through it.
What are you seeing, Spucky?
There was a building here. And he's just like looking back and forth, like to where the butcher shop is, and he looks, and he just kind of hangs his head.
So while he was walking
I see
through
the butcher
that,
shop now.
there was nothing. Okay,
He was describing just a large building that was an orphanage.
But we weren't walking into anything. There was no buildings that we were walking into that like somehow ended up being real. So the only real building we've encountered is this butcher shop.
Yep.
Are the rest of those buildings?
Which was like a really small segment of a whole block, if you like.
Yep.
How fucking weird. Okay, that'll be here. I've got nothing.
This
Alright,
is
so
very,
where exactly are we
very
at on the map?
detailed, man.
You are.
If it helps, one of the tower buildings was the bookstore.
Oh yeah, it's this building right here is the bookstore.
Memory.
I'm waiting for the pointer to show up.
Yeah, I don't see it either.
How's this?
Mhm.
Anticlimactic, a little shorter than I was expecting.
Nope. I still don't see anything.
I just drew a bunch of lines around it.
I
Got
know.
a circle,
I don't
got
see anything.
nothing. Oh,
Yeah,
there's
I see
one.
it.
Oh yeah.
That's me.
Whoa.
You did that.
No, that's probably there's just like a green arrow pointing towards like the middle of the
See
tower.
pink. I only see
the
pink.
only green I see is the green circle I just made around the butcher shop.
That's not the butcher shop.
Tyler
I don't
fails.
think.
The DM
No.
just said it was the butcher shop.
I'm pretty sure that the tower was across the river.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure.
I mean, we've got one guy that's pretty sure, and one guy that of this universe. Tyler, I hate to say it, mate. You're outvoted.
Yeah, I think you're out of luck there.
I'm just saying. I
I know what you're talking about.
more than vaguely remember this tower over here on the right.
But that might be the zombie.
No. I've got it marked. The tower he's talking about, or at least the tower I think he's talking about, he is correct.
Wait, what? Did you not take us to the right shop?
No. You're in the right place.
Oh, did we cross the river? What?
I'm so confused.
The tunnel between the bookstore and the butcher shop took us like under or whatever the river.
He did say it was
Okay.
like 80 feet
Yeah.
long.
Yeah,
right?
That's
Okay.
that's the thing I had a circle around.
Yes.
Okay, phew. I feel like I just totally burned the wrong bookstore down. Like, It's bullshit.
And now that you're like looking back, and you're seeing where the butcher is, and you're seeing where the burned down building is, you're finally realizing the scope of this illusion.
Wait, this illusion included all of that?
Wait, so
Was the
So-
bookstore an illusion?
The smoldering wreck of a shop is still there.
Oh,
so the illusion was how far we
The
were.
illusion was how far you'd actually gone.
Jeez. Okay, so
But that's part
Oh.
of it.
so
Wow.
it's now a lot further than we thought it was originally.
It is a lot further than you thought it was.
Okay.
like
That's
we
freaky.
walked way further underground than we thought we had.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Any sense
Um,
while we were walking through the tunnel that like we were going through like some sort of alternate plane?
Full of faces.
Okay. Where is this Candy gonna be then? If she's not at this orphanage, where else does she frequent?
I don't even know if she's real now.
But just pretend like she is.
She lived here.
She
How
never
long
went.
has this?
Like, she didn't have a bar that she liked to go to, a shop she liked to go to, a chess club, a knitting club.
No, she was always
How long?
at the orphanage.
How long has this
Um,
been an orphanage?
2 years?
Okay.
Have you ever heard of like an illusion so powerful you can make like individual people?
No, I can make an illusion move, but to have so much detail without being present and concentrating on it, any sort of distraction would break the. This is powerful magic.
Can I make like some kind of a check to see if I've ever heard anything like similar to this ever?
You can make a history or an arcana check.
All right, they're both the same.
There are stories, old stories, like nothing recent about very really powerful illusions. But again, nothing recent, like 3,000 years. You're talking like dawn of creation, powerful magic.
Hey there, Stygian.
Stygian!
Come on, bud.
Hey.
Oh, that's some powerful magic.
Indeed.
I need to research. Is Gender
Means-
still gone, or is he back yet?
I
With
mean,
the
this
thing?
orphanage soundtrack is like really cool, but I wish it would stop.
Jendar is going to the barracks.
Yeah.
Okay,
he's still
so
gone.
there's no
Captain
other
of the Guard and
building.
Anybody else?
There's no other building that we can see that isn't part of the illusion, or can I look for a building that's perhaps not part of this illusion?
I mean, across
the
way,
Like I'll
there's
just do like the go to every door and be like, okay,
yeah, and it doesn't take you very long. It looks like this like block or this portion of the city, whatever this was, or maybe 50 feet, was illusory. So like if you were to go to like this building here, that's real.
what's in that building?
It's just a homestead.
I open the door.
I mean, it's locked.
It's
somebody's house. That's what I'm
I don't
trying
know
to
that.
say.
You say it's someone's house. I say it's the conspirators, and I'm gonna just open the door, unlock the door because I'm nice.
I have a suggestion. Maybe.
Is anyone home?
Do you knock on the door or?
Yeah, I knock on the door. Oh, it's a real door.
I mean, yeah, it's real. A child comes to the door. It looks to be a tiefling.
A child.
Of about 14.
Are you an orphan?
She looks at you kind of funny when after she opens the door.
Do you know Candy?
Huh?
Grab the kid. Take a look. What do you see? What do you see?
Mom!
No, that's not what that's what you see. What do you see?
Fire! Fire! Fire!
The
The
guard.
child down.
Yeah, the guard that you were talking to before is coming over. Like he's not got a happy look on his face.
What? Child in potentially an orphanage. Like, come on, give it to me.
You know better.
You can touch the kid. Put her down.
Gently.
I have a suggestion. If you guys think it's a good idea.
She ducks back in, closes the door, and you hear like 3 locks.
Just remember that if I find you new candy, I'm going to be really upset with you. I'm going to come over your house and I'm going to stamp on all your toys. Anyway, your suggestions, Albie?
Right. I can leave a sensor here inside the butcher shop in a hidden place. If we're within a mile, I can either watch what's happening or listen, and if somebody returns, we can possibly learn more information about who Barnabas or Candy is. And
Well, I think the spell's broken, or is it just broken for this guy now?
You're unsure. Knowing that it's an illusion and being able to see through it, especially as something this powerful, or
Oh, how adorable.
that was cute.
And the illusion is strong right now.
Yeah, we're all here.
so glad I
They're
have
a
the filter in
blade.
OBS.
Aw.
You yeah, the being able, like, knowing it's an illusion and being able to see through it is 2 different things.
Okay. I wouldn't know that probably because I'm dumb. I'm straining
if
my
you guys-
intelligence score here as is.
Think it would be useful. We might. I mean, eventually, she has to come back, and
Don't get me wrong. I'm just wondering that, like, I mean, Sparky here says that the guy put up a sign yesterday and dipped. All the evidence we found downstairs kind of implied that they left in a hurry. I don't necessarily think they're coming back.
yeah, but there are 2 different people going on here. Like that was the Kenku that left, not necessarily Candy.
I know, but I'm just saying that, like, chances are, if they are one and the same, because let's be real, if they can create an illusion that lasts here for 2 years with multiple people in, what's the odds that they can create an illusion on themselves that also lasts forever?
But even if they had an illusion on them and they came back, we would at least see that they're still here and know what to look for, potentially. Besides, you burned down an entire building with your awesome sleuthing skills, so I don't really know why you should even have a say in the first place.
I look at the guard, I'm like, I didn't burn down anything.
He just looks back and forth between the 2 of you. I don't even know what to think anymore, and he just walks off. Jandar,
Yes.
you walk into the guardhouse. Or the barracks, where they're at. And there is a city guard there, and he stops you. Can I help you with something?
Yes, I am looking for your captain of the guard.
And what's this in relation to?
I am Jandar who can heal from Carnwood. I'm here on an investigation, and I need to speak with your commander.
Okay, well, have a seat.
Busy man. I'll see if I can fetch him for you.
Let him know it's about some murders that occurred in my town. That may speed up the process.
All right. Just walks off into the back through a door. And about 15 minutes later, a tall human walks over to you. He's dressed in black full plate, and he's got a large sword strapped over his back.
So, I hear you've got some murders.
Yes, I'm here investigating some murders that occurred in my town, and the trail led to here, to a butcher shop, which was uh, made to look like an orphanage.
Orphanage. We only have one orphanage here, and that would be Candy's.
Yeah, it's not a orphanage. It's a butcher shop, and it's full of human people parts.
That's disturbing. Do you have proof of this?
Yes, that's why I came to get you and some of your anybody that may be, trained in the arcane arts.
Trained in the arcane. Well, if that's the case, I would probably need to get local
Candy,
Art-
candy,
art.
candy.
arcane branch involved.
That would be fine. We do have a college member in our group. So I'm sure that would be fine to get the Arcane College involved even more. But what I need right now is for you and a few of your men to come with me so we can get to the bottom of this situation.
All right. Well, if it's that important, I suppose I'll go take a look. And he says, just wait for me outside. I'll meet you out there with the platoon.
And please be as hastily as possible. The culprit may still be here in the area, so the faster we get back, the faster we could possibly catch him or her.
Right. All right.
Way we go. And he disappears into the back for a few moments and meets you outside
With a platoon of about 30 soldiers.
This guy's not messing around.
All right, let's head to this butcher shop / orphanage illusion and get this party started.
Yeah. Marches the men down. And you lead him to the butcher shop or to Candy's. And he points it out. It's like, yes, Candy's orphanage. And he like reaches out and moves his hand like this. It kind of looks like he's ruffling a kid's hair.
I can just like run through the whole building.
Like arms out, just
Yeah. How many kids? How many kids did I just wipe out?
You don't see any kids.
I know I don't. I was asking.
Yeah, I'm gonna fly my broom around some of the buildings that are supposed to be here.
He is just. He's just like he looks at the scene of chaos that he's looking at. And back to Jandar. Said something about illusion?
Yes, that's what our Arcani college mage has informed us.
Are they in front of me now? Am I hearing
Yeah.
this?
Do we
Yeah,
see
yeah,
him?
yeah, yeah.
Yes, it is an illusion. A quite elaborate illusion, not something that any typical magical user would be able to do. Whoever created this it's a work of art, and it's incredibly powerful.
And also
So
used to
much-
hide the fact that they're eating people.
Yes,
and
and
ancient.
that too.
And sir, if you don't mind me asking, I think perhaps this might be a question that could help. Been adopted from this orphanage?
I'm sorry, what?
How many orphans have been adopted?
Dang silence spell again.
How many orphans have been adopted from the
That's what I
orphanage?
thought she said. I don't know, over the past 2 years, somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 or 15.
Can you take us to one? One lives in the city or not?
No, most of the time it was out of towners coming to the orphanage to.
Convenient. What about little? Is that what any of them tiefling? Like yay high, live like right there maybe.
Not that I can remember.
Okay,
And
that's
how
fine.
did you know that they were adopted? So, like, was it something that you were told, or is it something that you?
Do I still have the?
Other. The children, they would, we wouldn't see a certain child anymore.
Well, you should know. We found inside the remnants of butchering that was not for animals. It was humanoid remains. There is a basement full of remains, and
Faces.
we have a ledger from the butcher shop. Clipper here has for you that shows interactions that somebody has customers that are knowingly coming here to buy meat that is not animal in nature. So whatever's going on here has been going on for a very long time, and it is a really big problem.
So this isn't.
This is not an orphanage.
Show me.
I'm gonna
Clara?
give him the ledger.
Takes it.
And I will also walk him into the back of the butcher shop and show him the humanoid flesh.
Yeah, he walks into the butcher shop, and as soon
And
as
remind him not to taste.
he crosses the threshold of the building, and immediately it's like the effects of the illusion just kind of fade away for him as soon as he walks over the threshold. Like, oh,
Okay, mental note. Next time we just walk them in.
oh my. Okay.
Surprise!
Looks through the ledger a bit. Well, I can say that I don't recognize any of the names in here.
Have you ever heard of a person by the name of Barnabas?
Candy,
No.
or the Kenku bookkeeper that owned the bookshop that just burned down that we helped put out.
Yes, the tunnel under this building that has the human remains in it connected directly to the bookstore across the river. So the two of them were commiserating.
Kenku Finn? I think? What's his name? Finn, yeah, Finn. I think.
Do you know where Finn lives or hangs out?
Never in the city that I can remember. He's left.
Is there a settlement nearby that he would have gone to? What's the nearest commutable settlement?
That'd be Rivermead.
Ah, crap. I mean, no, that's great. We should totally go there next.
Right. He walks into the back and looks around and looks down the flue and Jandar, was it?
Yes.
Tell you what. Take the evidence you've collected. See if you can find this guy. Me and my guys will secure this scene best as we can.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? I mean, we're working for him, but I mean, I don't recall. Like, why can't you guys investigate with us?
You're the
would
ones
be
that
happy.
found this in the first place, right?
We would be happy to
Yeah.
investigate.
This has been under our nose for 2 years. Obviously, you are the best suited for this job.
Okay, well, I mean, should there be a reward for, like, baby, not people killer reward things?
The reward is stopping whoever this horrifying monster is and finding out what's going on here and keeping any other innocent Kenku from getting blamed for something like this.
Okay,
Sawyer.
and that's great.
So
but,
I just wanted to point out, Commander,
that don't pay
sir,
bills.
you should maybe specify with your men here that they should not lick things without knowing what they are first. That seems to be an issue.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be letting any of them actually come inside.
Okay,
Just
okay.
post at the door.
Well, you should do, because that way it lets them break the illusion thing.
Yeah, I'm not sure I want that just yet.
But also, yeah, payment.
You'll get paid. Find
See,
the
that's
guy.
all I needed to hear.
What was
Now
the
I've got
commander's
incentive.
name?
Cassius.
Cassius. Thank you. Do you have any idea where we could learn more information about the Kenku Finn or Candy, or any place we might go to find anything as a place to start?
Or even a guy named Barnabas.
Yeah.
Or Finn.
I'll be honest with you. I don't know what I know anymore. I don't know what's real and what's not. I don't know a Barnabas, and I never saw Candy outside of the orphanage.
Hey, just out of curiosity, do any of you guys see a Candy right now walking around in this part of town?
They all you poke your head out and say that?
Yeah.
The 30 of them look at your direction, then just kind of look around and oh.
Okay, what does Candy look like? Because if she's not part of the illusion, that means that she's definitely a real person. And we need to know what she looks like before we can hunt her down.
Well, she may not be part of this illusion, but she is obviously not Barnabas, so I don't think she looks like what she really does look
No,
like.
but at least it gives us an idea. Yeah, better to go with
Clipper?
some idea of what she looks like as opposed to no idea of what she looks like.
She could be a disguise.
Yes, I agree. She's probably Candy is probably a disguise for whatever.
Absolutely,
She really is.
but if she tries using that disguise on us and we go, "Oh, we're looking for candy," and then she goes, changes to something else and runs away, we're all going to look real fucking stupid if we don't know what she looks like to begin with. Just throwing it out there. I'd rather know what she looks like and then know what to look for if that situation arises, as opposed to not knowing what she looks like. Because I've got a guy with photographic memories. I'm thinking that might.
Yeah, no. So Candy, is olive-skinned half-orc lady.
See, half orc. Who knew to look for a girl called half orc Candy?
Those
30s.
those pictures that we found
I was just
down
gonna say,
below.
does her description match the half-orc that was sketched on one of the papers? Can I pull it out and show it to the commander and see if it looks like Candy, or if he
Looks at
recognizes
it.
any of the faces?
Yeah, that's her.
Do you recognize any of the others, the human or the other two elves?
No, I don't recognize these. But this is definitely Candy.
Okay.
May I?
Yes, and I hand it to Clipper.
I'm going to thoroughly look at this photograph or this, this sketch.
It is printed on your brain for the next 30 days.
Excellent.
Ah, crap.
Hey, just a quick question. How long until the sun sets?
Because you're 5 hours, 23 minutes, 47 seconds.
Cool. Thanks.
46. 45. 44.
Do you think I should leave the sensor here, or is that not something we're interested in?
I don't think.
I'm sorry,
we've
leave
got.
what?
It's magic. I can leave a sensor if we're within a mile and listen or see what's going on in
Are
here.
you... I mean, I'm gonna have guards posted outside.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Never mind.
No, I mean, I think perhaps your sensor might pick up on, if they're not able to, who knows what I don't know if your sensor would pick up on things that maybe others couldn't.
Oh, yeah.
The tunnel.
I could leave it in the tunnel. Yeah.
And there was nothing down there that they'd go back for. Right?
Faces.
Really fast though, I am going to sketch some of the faces I saw in the tunnel. Just like, a chunk of...
Okay, I mean, they're really distorted and stretched out and...
That's fine.
Okay.
I like doing weird drawings anyway.
Makeup performance, yeah. They're really stretched out and distorted. Your drawings of them are even more, looking at your drawings and then looking back at the faces, it's not anywhere close.
I'll just keep this one to myself.
Okay.
Do we want to pick up the Arcani Dreamer, Weaver, Drifter, Dabber person?
Yes, and I figured we could do that when I go to the college and ask about this magic. At the same time, we could.
Okay, research. Okay, awesome. I am going to research in some of the local taverns to see if anyone met her and stuff, and then sleep before I go to River's Mead again.
Or we could go to I've noticed in some cities there's the less fortunate quarter. It's possible maybe that they would have heard things that maybe others wouldn't have heard, and maybe individuals that would have frequented the butcher shop as the butcher shop.
That is an excellent idea.
I'm going to look at the ledger again, actually, and just look at the names that are are there any names recorded on the ledger?
There are a few, but it's it's weird because they're... You think their name, but they're obscure, they're written in different languages.
Oh, that's fine. I can cast comprehend languages.
Where's that wrench? I need to find that wrench so I can show it every time he does it.
That's fine. A contingency plan.
Yeah, I'm just gonna cast comprehend languages on myself.
Okay. Make a Constitution saving throw when you try to read the ledger.
Interesting. Be strong.
While this is happening, Salvia goes down into the tunnel to use her scroll of clairvoyance to leave the sensor.
You attempt to read the ledger after casting the spell on yourself, and you take 15 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
Oh.
And
Is that like
the wrench is thrown back.
Like to boomerang the wrench at your face. Yeah, you take 15 points of psychic damage, and it's still a jumbled mess to you.
dang it?
May I suggest taking that ledger to the Arcani College?
Well,
Can I don't-
right.
what's the matter?
I
What
don't think I
happened?
s-
It's okay. My brain hurts sometimes when I read as well.
Am I down in the tunnel still, or did I see that?
Yeah, you can be down in the zone.
Okay.
Protected.
Didn't do that to me.
I'm gonna like kind of like wave. I'm gonna cast prestidigitation to kind of like make it obvious that I casted a spell.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm gonna write on my I'm just gonna write on a piece of parchment like essentially what happened, like, and like I would staple it to the note, but staples probably don't exist.
Clipper invents the paperclip, which is why it's called the paperclip, and then he becomes wealthy beyond all imagine.
Excuse me, there's somebody on my back deck.
Okay.
That doesn't seem normal.
And you didn't quite get the microphone muted.
Yeah.
See?
Well, that's okay.
Awkward entertainment moment. Hi, everybody.
Where's the popcorn?
Someone's talk about our sponsors.
Yeah, so Red
Do
Crow
a Sam
Publishing-
Riegel ad.
Red Crow Publishing, that's great. Does our maps, the one that's displayed here. It's incredibly detailed. You can go to their link down below and see their amazing work, and also see interviews with the cast members, except for Tyler. And there's also a link to Amai K, who also makes maps and is amazing and frequents our chat. So you can check those guys out because they are super and they support us.
Yep. And you can also
You
catch
do.
Tyler's interview will also be on Red Claw Publishing eventually
Like in
before
10
the
years.
before the year 2020 is out. It will
I
be.
thought I muted my mic.
It's okay.
I did
Nope,
not.
That's why we went into the advertisements.
Okay.
Michelle did a really good impression of you in terms of giving out the sponsor details.
Yep.
Thanks.
Kudos.
Thanks.
No problem.
Appreciate that. So Zalbia's downstairs, or down the flue, I guess. Down the
Mhm.
chimney flue. What are you doing?
I am using the scroll of clairvoyance I have to cast it and leave a sensor. If I can find a place, like, I don't want to put it in a face, but I want to leave a sensor in there to. Yeah.
I think you have to make a roll if you can't cast the spell.
I can cast.
Oh, it's a level 3. Okay, yeah. Okay. And what are you wanting to do with? I know you want to leave a sensor. Are you wanting it to be visual or audio or?
Well, I think I I have to have either a jewel to see or a horn to hear, and I don't have a horn in my inventory. I only have a jewel, so
Gotcha.
sight it is.
Sight it is. Okay. And where in there are you putting that?
It was 80 feet. I'm gonna put it close towards this end, like not right up against this end, but towards this end, because I feel like if anybody goes in there, they're gonna need to use that entrance.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess like 20 feet from the butcher shop entrance that we went up.
20 feet from the butcher shop entrance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And like off to the side. I guess I don't want to like hide it in a face, but if I have to, I will. I don't know. So it's not obvious that it's there,
Right.
but so that I can still see.
Is that
Oh my god, you're gonna deface that beautiful artwork?
is it visible?
I believe it's only visible if you have true sight or something like that.
Creature.
Oh, really?
A creature that can see.
Or if you can see invisibility.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now. See invisibility or true sight. Sees instantaneous. What size your face? Okay, so anything that can see invisibility
Oh, okay. I guess I don't need to hide
or
it so
true
much.
sight. Yeah, you don't. I mean, it's good. It would be good to hide it, but you really don't need to unless you suspect whatever this is can see invisible things and has true sight.
I won't make it totally obvious where it is, but definitely off to the side so that they don't accidentally like step on it or something.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
right.
It's
And then
there.
I'll climb back out.
Okay. I'm not gonna make you roll this time.
Yay.
Okay.
Not that you know.
All right. Okay, guys, I left the thing in the thing. Wink, wink.
Okay, cool.
Right.
No idea what it was, but sure.
So okay, so I'm just gonna leave some men posted here. We're gonna not let anybody in or out. I don't know if we can stop illusory people, but we'll do our best.
You also may want to post some men around the the burned down bookstore.
Oh, and totally investigate all that shit when it stops being on fire.
And investigate. Okay. Right. Well, you all have done quite the service for our city.
Yep, just remember that when you sign for the check.
I don't know what that means. Yeah, if you've got anything else.
I will be in contact with the Arcani and the college, and I hope we can come back with an answer. Please be safe.
Yeah, of course.
Is there anywhere that like Finn and Candy may have frequented? Anywhere? Like, did they have a bar they went to?
Finn frequented the Silverfish.
Okay. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go and check out this silverfish thing.
That's the bookstore.
Yeah,
That
it was
you
the
burned
bookworm
down.
and the silverfish.
Bookworm,
Oh.
Silverfish. Yep.
It's all in here, so I don't actually need a feat for it.
Oh, shots fired. Okay.
Cool. So there's no other way that they literally didn't do anything. He came in, worked at a weird bookstop, and then left.
I don't tend to ask a whole lot of questions of the citizens if it doesn't appear that they're doing anything wrong.
Clearly.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go to every tavern and find some information potentially. I'll leave you guys do your magic-y stuff.
magic-y stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
sure.
We'll be here.
How far is the? Is there any resource in town? Well, I guess there is a college here because they have the transport, right? Is that?
Well,
How
the
far?
teleportation ring or circle, the teleportation circle was in the castle on the island.
Right.
Okay.
That's where we came in.
That's where you came in at.
Is there a place here in town?
There is
that-
an Arcani branch here.
How
but
far is it
it's-
in miles from where I'm standing?
It's pretty far.
Oh, you mean the Arcani on this continent? Yeah,
Oh.
it's a long
Never mind.
walk.
No, I meant here. Is there like was the Silverfish the only book place? Or is there like a library or a connection here or something?
That was really like the only bookstore.
Okay.
The Arcani branch though, you've never been to this one,
Ooh.
but there is an Arcani here. It's a smaller building.
I don't have the map up anymore. Shit. Oh, thanks. Where was it?
Where there's 2 buildings circled, and one is the butcher shop and one is the bookstore.
The one on the left is
Yeah.
the butcher. The one on the right is the bookworm and silverfish.
Right.
And you guys are at the butcher shop.
Hmm.
The Arcani that you told about is right there.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a.
So is it not a big school?
It's not a big school.
Is that within a mile? If it was 80 feet to the.
Is right. Well, that was part of the
That was the
illusion.
illusion. That's right.
It's right on the edge. You're not sure exactly how far it is, but it's pretty close to a mile.
I don't really necessarily have good memories of being in the Arcani, so if you don't mind, I don't think I'll be joining you.
Oh, okay. Do you want to go investigate? Well, or I'd hate for you to go alone though.
No, you can come with me. You can help me investigate the pubs.
Um,
I promise I won't push you down any more holes.
You really hurt my feelings.
Or you can, hang out with me while I'm, doing my elvish thing.
What? You go to the Arcani and I'll meet you. I'll be with Sawyer at the bar, I guess.
Oh, okay. Jandar, where are you gonna go with Sawyer, or where are you going?
I was just gonna walk around town and look for anybody suspicious, like the pictures we have, and maybe ask around about.
Oh yeah, shit, Clipper, you
bars
don't.
and-
Can you even replicate like the picture of, freaking the Finn and Orc lady?
Andy? I can try.
That way, at least I can go to people and be like, "We seen this man."
I don't want us to split up.
I'm gonna try to replicate the drawing, the sketch.
Performance check. Yeah, it's pretty accurate.
I'll give it to Sawyer.
Cool.
Maybe I should just not go to the Arcani right now. I don't want to split all of us up into too many places. I feel like last time that happened, that was not good.
But we're in like a big giant city. Besides, you and Cooper are gonna go and do magic stuff, which no offense, but I am not gonna be able to help of that at all.
That's true.
And at least that way you'll be able to do magic things without, being rushed.
Can we all agree to meet somewhere then at a certain time so we can check in?
Zombie?
We could always meet at the burned down bookshop.
Or we can meet at the zombie.
That's the pub, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Got it.
Fight
The
Club.
one with the
Yes.
Fight Club in the bottom.
Mhm.
Fine, we could meet at the zombie.
Yeah.
Zombie.
Clipper, did you want to go to the Arcani or did you have something else you do? Okay.
I'm gonna like show her the papers, the ledger
Oh, right. Okay.
with my note attached.
Don't read.
Essentially.
Alright.
I'm gonna hop on my broom and kind of like look back at Zalvia and like, point to the back.
Are you sure that thing can hold me?
No.
All right. I'll try it out and get on.
Okay, as you all set out to do your various tasks to try to gather some more information and evidence about this butcher shop, this string of murders, we'll catch it next week.
Done.
I just have to say,
We split the party, split the party.
I love that it's an orc named Candy. That makes me happy.
Are we
Yeah.
we all done?
Yep. So we will pick up here next week, starting the investigation into an orc named Candy.
Better than a streetcar named Desire, I guess.
Yeah. So yeah, thank you everybody who tuned in and watched, and thank you to Red Crow Publishing, the beautiful map, and for Amai, who also makes some maps for us. You can find links to their pages down below. And yeah, we'll see you guys next week, 6:30 Eastern Daylight Time. We're still on Daylight Time. And then Tuesday, we have Cosmic Chronicles, also Eastern Time, 6:30. And then potentially this Sunday, I might be on stream doing something, maybe. Or
Oh, yeah.
possibly we might have
Yes.
something else going on. I'm not sure yet. But whatever it is,
Details will be
it'll
announced on our Twitter.
Yes, you can see it on our Twitter. Once we finally figure out what we're doing. Yeah. We will see
I don't know
you
if we're ever gonna
guys.
figure out what we're doing, but
Nobody knows. Yeah, we'll see you all later.